What is going on, governors? Chisgule here, and today we got a bunch of fun stuff cooking up, man. Bunch of KvKs to watch. Apparently, there's a kingdom that's having a civil war right now. We could drop in, check that out, see what we think of what's going on there. And there's Holy Knight's treasure. And maybe Esmeralda's prayer? Maybe. Maybe just whale up and do some more spins? I don't know, to be determined. Big shout out to the members and moderators in the chat. We got Rodrigo, Savage, Nika, Sydney, Reza, Torjor, Rodrigo 007, Derek, What's Good, Esteth, Abyss, Bingy Dingy, Savage One, KL Squared, Frederick, Knocked Out, Mr. Somebody, Scary Terry, Tito, Muhammad, Optimus Prime, Mr. Bracewell, and big shout out to my legendary guard. Thank you for your ongoing support. I appreciate you. Hope you're all doing well. Miz, what's up, man? Cataluni, how's it going? Bingy Dingy, 5 months already. I know, right? The time flies. Cheers to you in Italy. Thank you for the 5 months. I do appreciate it. You know, I have so many things I need to do. One of those things I really need to get done is making the crystal shield. The crystal shield upgrade into an iconic shield. That's what I need. Uh-oh. Hey, Bingy Dingy, thank you for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Let me jump behind the table here. Drop your hype in the chat. 5 people just got gifted. King Mardley, Selena, Joe Rog, Dr. K, and Kevin. Congratulations. Soom, thank you for the 13 months. Let's go, man. Much appreciated. All right. This only need 3 more mats for your Pride of the Con. Woo! Pride of the Con's a good one, man. All right, let's jump in game, shall we? Chat, we're gonna have to figure out what to craft here. I'm like actually at a bit of a loss. Is there any news on the new leader? So I suspect we'll get infantry commanders as our next commander cycle, if that's kind of what you're asking. Let me just adjust the screen here just a little bit. Hold on. There we go. That blue line was going to set me. The whole stream I was going to be triggered. What about the Chadski emoji? Chadski emoji is also on my to-do list. I have not forgotten. You just got Eternal Light refined in one shot? Dang. You got 20 more blueprint fragments in total. For free. 50% off in the Holy Knight's treasure. Dang. Already bought your lottery tickets. Yeah, no kidding. If new infantry's coming, should I have postponed leveling up Nevsky or Joan? No, Nevsky and Joan, they're like really good. Sun Tzu Prime. It could be. They said they were gonna do the less popular ones first, though, right? I feel like Ulji Mundok Prime is very likely. You just came back to the game. You're in Season of Conquest right now. You have a 5511 Alex and Expertise E-Song. Is it still good? Yeah, that's good. You should use Ethel, but probably not with E-Song. Joan is very popular. Yeah, Joan is amazing. That's true, and popular. That's true. They say they would do the unpopular ones. I mean, they should have done, like, Bybars, right? Or Belisarius. City Keeper. Oh, my God. So, chat, I actually don't know what to do now. I'm actually at a loss. Okay? I'm completely at a loss for what to do. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Oh, my sets are kind of wrong here. Hold on. Where can I show this to you best? Maybe I just describe it, okay? This is kind of a high quality problem. I got 2 infantry sets, right? I got more... Don't mind the accessories. Just look at the armor. I got this infantry set. And I got this infantry set. Alright? So that's pretty good. And I have a 3rd infantry set for what it's worth. This could be a leadership set. I could specialize this for infantry. Could go either way, okay? And yeah, predictions for the new infantry commanders. I mean, I think we're going to get a conquering infantry commander that's going to be for rallying. And I think we're going to get a field commander. So we're going to get, like, infantry plus, I don't know, let's say support versatility. Okay, we'll get infantry support versatility. That'll be the field commander. Just like you got on this Joan of Arc. That sort of a thing. And then the rally... The rally's going to have conquering, infantry, and probably skill. Could be attack. Actually, it's going to be attack. It's going to be attack. Conquering, attack, and infantry. There's my prediction for you. I should put more thought into it, but... Anyways, so my infantry stuff's like in a pretty good spot. My archer gear's in a pretty good spot here as well. I actually didn't even realize I had this iconic, so that's kind of cool. And then I have a 2nd archer set that I'm kind of like... I don't know if I build this out or not, because I don't know if they're making ranged commanders. I'm inclined to build it out. And I don't know how nerdy y'all want to get, how technical y'all want to get with equipment here, but technically it's not exactly an upgrade to make the legendary pants and boots here from the set. Like, this is the only thing holding me back. You realize if I go, this is 7.5% health because it's crit. It's a downgrade to go to defense, wouldn't we agree? And then it's a downgrade to go from 10% defense to 11% attack. Don't you think? And I lose the 3P or the 2P set bonus here, which gives 3% attack. I actually don't want to go for the full set here because what I want to make is the KvK weapon and the KvK helmet. So I actually don't want to go full set. Full set is extremely good though. But I actually want to leave room for this set to go for the KvK items. So it's a bit of a GG. Right? You have zeroing videos for 400 mil down to 280 mil? Shoot me a friend request. I'm very interested. Shoot me a friend request. Teddy, what's up, dude? You popping in Discord? Justin, thank you for the very generous super chat. I appreciate it, man. Hey, good morning. Thank you. Let's make it rain. Let's go. Oh my god. The hippo popping out of that treasure chest like it's somebody's birthday popping out of a birthday cake. When did VC56 migrate out of 556? I thought it was Go56 that did the big migration. I think the majority of 556 is still there. By the way, in case you all missed it, I showcased Justin's account in a recent video of mine. And he's got some pretty awesome stuff. I mean, anyway, at the time of the recording, I don't know if this is still true. At the time of the recording, he was the strongest player in the game by power. I looked, he was 200,000 power above Maverick. Oh, man. We could get a look at my restart. I think I don't know if I'm fighting 556. That could happen. I assume it won't, but it could. 412 Civil War? That can't be real. No, I don't think it's 412 having a civil war. How do you get good equipment for free to play? You just got to be on that grind, man. You and Saz getting along? Yeah, we're getting along pretty well. Dang, Word Eddie Chad, thank you for the 10 gifted. Sheesh, that's very generous. Oh, and Teddy got gifted. Let's go. There it is. There it is. Yo, drop your hype in the chat. It's happening. We got him. We got Teddy. It'll be kind of cool when they add in features where you can, like, pick who you're gifting. I feel like you can do that in Twitch. Yeah, it's 2415 that's in the Civil War. Dang, Bingy Dingy with the 5 gifted. Thank you very much. Let's go.
Yo, War Daddy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, that worked out.
Oh.
Gentlemen, what's up?
Can you guys hear me? Am I coming
Yeah, we
in
hear
okay?
you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm currently road tripping. God bless. Finally got a fucking sub.
You got there, man.
Oh.
For those that don't know the voices yet, that's Teddy and War Daddy Chad that just popped into the chat there.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize in advance to the chat if I get staticky. I'm driving right now. I'm somewhere like at the tip of Illinois, I think, right now.
Right on. We're glad to have you, man.
This stream went from 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds.
It sure did.
Yeah.
It sure did. We were just chilling, talking about equipment, nerding out, and then boom. Oh my goodness. How y'all doing today?
Me and War Daddy.
It's Friday. That's hype, right?
I'm on day 3 of driving. I'm terrible.
Oh.
I'm
You did choose to go on this road trip, right? Like this was your choice?
Well, I'm done with the military, so I'm going back home now.
Oh, okay,
So,
driving home. Right on.
My whole life. Yeah, I have my whole life and both dogs packed into my car.
Dude, how do your dogs handle the drive? Like, are they chill or do they kind of lose it?
One of them's chill. The other one's neurotic as fuck.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I have like a barrier set up and she's broken it like probably 13 times the last 2 days.
And now the stream has gone to rated R. Good job, Teddy.
You're welcome. What did I say? Did I cuss? I don't even remember.
I kind of accept that when I put myself in a recording chat that, you know, we use some more flavorful language. It's cool.
Luckily I did radio for over a decade, so I know how to kind of flip that PG switch.
I don't. Unless there's a small child next to me, I do not know how.
It's good you're able to flip the switch, though, when there's a small child nearby. Like, that's, you know.
Yeah. Unless it's my buddy's kids. My buddy's kids, I taught as many bad words as I possibly could.
I remember visiting with my, niece and nephew, and at some point, their parents, started dropping F-bombs around them, and I was like, okay, so I guess it's cool now. They're older. They're a good bit older.
Oh, yeah, no, my friend's kids are like 3 and a year and a half.
Oh, yeah, super
and then
young.
6 months. Yeah, it was really funny. So, like, they am I allowed to say male genitalia on your stream, like the word for it? Or are you going to get flagged if I say that?
I mean, I guess you could, but,
Okay, so
maybe just don't say it over and over again.
we'll say pecker instead of the actual
All right,
word.
there you go. There you go.
In this story, my friend's 3-year-old son is using the actual word. So we're all at the lake, and he comes up to me while we're in the water. He's 3 years old. He comes up to me, and he goes, "I have a small pecker." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, buddy?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Is it like your dad's?" And he goes, "No, my daddy has a big pecker." And I was like, no, your daddy's got a small packer. He's like, and he like slams the water. He's getting like red in the face. He's like, no, my daddy has a big packer. And I'm like, okay, your daddy's got a big packer. Relax, man. And this is a buddy that I work with. And so for the rest of my time in the shop, this happened this last summer. So over the course of the next 5 months, just nonstop jokes about how my buddy was hung like a horse.
Okay.
He gets his appendix cut out. The first thing he says to me when they wheel him into the recovery room is he goes, yo, daddy, you might finally see my giant schlong. And I was like, oh, dear God. And the nurse just lost it laughing.
Yeah, no kidding. Kids say some pretty funny things.
It officially went from 100 to 0. We went from 0 to 100, and now we're at 100 to 0 with story time with Teddy.
I can't see chat, so I don't know if they don't like my story or not.
Chisgule, I am so sorry on behalf of everybody. Apologies.
I mean, I find this to be pretty entertaining. I'm entertained. Hey, let's go.
Everybody, make sure you like the stream.
Yeah, throw a like on the stream. Let's go.
Quality stream.
Oh,
quality
gosh.
entertainment.
Chisgule, I don't know if you've got kind of the feedback piped into your studio, but you just got to remember when Teddy goes into story time, if Minnie comes down to the studio, it's you got to hit that red button real quick.
Yeah, we need a safe word. Yeah, or I guess I could just find a way to mute. Yeah, just deafen. That's it. I go to Discord and I just deafen. We just cut it. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, are we?
I need your wife to walk into the room while you're recording, so I can invite you guys to the wedding. Make sure you come.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You said that you won't come, but if I invite your wife, then she might make you come.
Ooh. We're not really doing much travel these days.
I don't blame you guys.
You get on lockdown with little ones, dude. I mean, it's like. I mean, just the time and effort. Unless you're going to do like Disney or something for the kids, unless the time and effort, it's just like, yeah, it ain't worth it.
Yeah. By the way, War Daddy, you should DM me. Because you're in Texas, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you were in Texas. Where are you?
I'm north of Texas.
Oh, Oklahoma?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm going to be in Dallas in April. I was going to say we should meet up, but that might be far for you.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
It is vacation planning with Teddy now. Teddy, it does seem like you are living the carefree life now that you're discharged. I assume honorably, if you will.
Yes.
And
yeah. I did my 6 years and got out.
Man, congratulations, buddy. That's big time.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for paying taxes.
I'm paying taxes on these super chats.
I don't know. The government even thanks me
are.
for paying taxes.
Yeah. You're paying taxes on the super chats. Chisgule pays taxes on the super chats.
I could just imagine Chisgule going through his financials of his media company, if you will, and he's like, I don't want to pay these taxes. I need to spend a little bit more money. Let me just buy some bundles here for my quote unquote expenses.
Yeah, he just expenses it all out, man. He's big brain.
Big brain.
Speaking of big brain, you guys hear about the Civil War on 415?
Oh man, how about that? Let's go.
I don't know what the origin of this is, but we got 2 rallies about to pop off on the screen right now. They tell cicadas flying all over the place. Home Kingdom Civil War is brutal, man.
I mean, to be honest, so back when I was in 846, and we did that free-for-all with 414 and 916, some of the mails we saw from their king were pretty indicative of not a unified kingdom. Oh, did I cut out? Hello?
You did cut out a little bit, but wait a minute. You've played with 415 before?
Yes. That's where Ronnie used to be, right?
Oh, is this Ronnie's old kingdom?
Yep, it is.
2415?
Yeah.
No, that was 1415.
Oh, 14, 15. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that was 14, 15.
24, 15. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind. I thought you were saying 14, 15. I don't know
No.
anything about 24, 15.
Okay. How does this 40 million power player have a Flavius on his wall? Like, what is happening right now? That can't be expertise, right? Like, no shot. Previous king said it was continuous MGE drama. And I guess if you got a 40 mil with a Flavius, it's believable.
I will say this. Chisgule, rhetorical question. What's the #1 cause and reason for civil war?
Yeah. It's
MGE.
drama, baby.
100%
MGE.
MGE. Oh, gosh.
Dude, this guy's not even losing any power. Like, his city's just, like, reinforced by other people. What? It's so confusing.
He's using his
I've never
city
gotten
as
a
a
fight.
flag.
Yeah, use him as a flag. I've never gotten a fight in a Civil War.
Civil War is really crazy. I was
They
in
seem
a
fun.
couple of those.
The only time I almost had one was my first kingdom, but it didn't end up being one because, like, it was just these 3 rogues zeroed all the leaders of my alliance besides me and one other guy overnight. And, like, then they just sat bubbled for 30 days. That was it.
Hmm.
The #1 biggest accomplishment, Chisgule, I will say, and running a kingdom for nearly 2 years, was that there was no MGE drama. There were complaints in here and there, but that was like my most prideful accomplishment was running MGE and making sure it ran right if you were going to fix it. And everybody was like, "Why are you doing MGE?" And I said, "Because if it doesn't get done right, then we are not going to have a kingdom. I'm just telling you."
Perfect.
It's
so
true.
War Daddy's going to do MGE planning for us from now on. That's what I'm hearing.
No. I told
That's
Shay.
right. Thank you for volunteering.
I told Shay I would help her, but I am not. She's got it on lockdown.
Yeah, Shay's good stuff. She's like the most organized Alliance Kingdom leader I've ever seen. I would always joke that, because 1254 has a history of terrible tickets, just throughout their history. So Ruz would always joke that I'm the worst ticket, and I would say, no, I'm the second best ticket, right behind Shay, because Shay was a ticket. Shay will always be their best ticket.
Nice.
Yep. Look at this, Chisgule. This looks like KvK.
It's a little weird.
People
This home kingdom drama here. Standing around the temple. Oh, there's another 5 hours and 50 minutes of contention. Dude, temple rallies are brutal. 100% dead on both sides. Oof.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, temple's 100% dead, man.
That's
Unless they
nuts.
changed it. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
That is a great way to drop power. Woo.
Yeah, no kidding. I think somebody set a rally here. Not sure why else this guy has all these lines to him. Maybe he's just getting scouted. That might be it. Oh, now he's got caravans. GG.
GG.
All units who are severely wounded during Lost Temple battles will die. Yeah, I thought it was 100%.
Oh.
That's brutal. That's really brutal.
Weren't you part of a civil war early, Chizzy?
Oh, yeah.
Cheesy pants?
Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, for people that don't know my Civil War origins, right? Like, I was a part of a group called Legion, and we had the temple area. And I actually had joined that alliance. I was in a different one, and I joined Legion. And everybody was kind of singing Kumbaya. And there were a couple people that got bored. And they went back to...
Wait, was this prior to KvKs?
Yeah, before KvKs existed. And there were a couple whales that got bored. It was Bujan and Hulk. And this other dude who was just kind of like, I don't know, low power, but looking to cause trouble. And the 3 of them went back to Zone 1. And they started their own little, like, Marvel superheroes rebellion-ish of sorts. And at first it was like not such a big deal. They were just kind of like doing whatever, and they took some holy sites, and it was like whatever. Because, you know, it was from alliances, and it was, you know, like, this is back when, like, there could be a legit Zone 2 alliance where, like, people were playing kind of casually, if this makes any sense. It was like the early days of the game, you know what I mean? Like, people would just play casually. They'd log in every other day or whatever and do some things, and, like, they enjoyed the game that way. And they were happy in Zone 2. That was, like, a thing they were happy to do. Anyways, eventually they make their way into Zone 2, and they get all these players to join them, because, like, the two players, Bujan and Hulk, were just, like, cranking out those gold chests. And they were, you know, there was this whole, like, rhetoric around, like, all the alliances and players in the Lost Temple area. They're all dead. It's all dead weight. Nobody's actually playing. Join us. And, like, all these people bought into it. And eventually it blew up into this massive civil war when they started to fight their way into Zone 3. Yeah, it was big.
That sounds like so much fun.
It was so
like
much
chaos.
diplomacy drama, let me tell you. Like, I would
That sounds
spend hours talking with somebody, and then they would, like, somehow relay information incorrectly, and it would be the source of hours of additional drama. It was that experience that taught me that that is just a catastrophic misuse of my time. You're just better off just fighting it out, honestly.
Yeah, that part doesn't sound fun, but the fighting sounds fun.
It was. Like, if you look at the videos, and we should maybe do a viewing party of this stuff, like, you'd look over at a flag, and it would be, like, a Skippy Sun Tzu defending against, like, a Minna with Barca, or, like, something stupid.
Yeah,
And, like, the rally's half full, the garrison's half full. Like, it's just a total cluster.
Yeah, like, I'm really glad I didn't, like, you know, because early game whaling's really expensive. So I'm really glad I didn't, like, really early game whale. But I am sad that I missed out on all the fun of stuff like that. Because, like, KvK 1, I'm pretty sure I was just, like, 10 mil power running around with Scipio Julius Caesar. Like, that was it. That was my KvK 1.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, like, you had a Minamoto. Oof. That's a rally, man.
Ooh.
But you set a rally with
Yeah.
that thing, and people join with, like, archers and infantry, and it's like, what the hell's
I
happening?
know. Yeah, I remember going back. It was after my KvK 2. I had some friends migrate backwards, and I was trying to help them with their KvK 1 on one of my friends' accounts. And, like, trying to teach those people to send just Cav to a Mina rally was rough.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I had the same thing in Call of Dragons when I was playing that, and there was this big, you know, civil war that broke out, and you got like garrison commanders that are like, they're captains, they're being used as captains, but they're not designed for garrisoning.
Right.
And like all kinds of stuff, and the people putting the wrong troop types in, and it's like, bro, I know this game is new, but how is everyone so shockingly incompetent at playing this game?
Yeah, I mean, it must be a lot of people that haven't played ROK playing Call of Dragons.
They just have absolutely no clue. It's wild, man.
Yeah. So, is Call of Dragons out now, or was that just the beta?
No, it's just a regional launch, which is the equivalent of a beta. So
Okay.
that's what I guess mobile developers do these days. Is they do a regional launch to kind of beta test.
Right.
Which is a little weird because it like gives players in those regions a little bit of an advantage to start sooner, but it's also kind of a cluster.
Yeah, but servers aren't going to, like, reset or anything. Like, these
The servers are not
set
going to
for now.
reset, so they're going to have the commanders they have. Like, they roll forward with what they got, for
And
better or
are
worse.
they making new servers currently, or is it all just set in stone right now?
No, they've only got 4 servers. It started with just 1. And people were like, hey, when are we getting our servers? And then they made 3 more over the course of some number of weeks. So there's only 4 servers so far. And I don't think they're making more until global, but we'll see.
Are you
Also-
still playing, or did you kind of...
I mean, I log in a couple times a day. I'll spend down my AP, make sure I'm queuing up stuff with buildings and research. Just kind of keeping up with it, you know? I'm kind of maintenance mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we had our big, you know, kind of Civil War thing. And that's all resolved, so people are singing Kumbaya now. So it's not like there's a ton to do. But the Civil War was pretty cool. I mean, we had a big pass fight. And, you know, in hindsight, I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, if you'd actually used a garrison captain to defend that pass, that would have been pretty good.
Yeah. Do you have a video on it?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, you made a video, right?
I recorded footage,
check it out.
but I haven't made a video in depth about the Civil War yet. It's my understanding that, like, a player from one alliance got kicked out, and they came to our alliance. And then the leaders of the first alliance were like, hey, you need to kick this player out, or we're going to start a fight with you. And they waited all of, like, 2 seconds before, like, fine, we're just going to start the fight with you. And I think our R5 was just, like, asleep.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, exactly the kind of stupidity that you would think would be the reason for a civil war. Like, so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, they might have obliged them, but they didn't wait. But 2 seconds, so, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, though, they're probably just looking for an excuse to fight. Because
They were.
there's no,
Absolutely,
there's no
they were. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I would do that, too. I mean, that sounds fun. Just to try out the combative system of, like, the game.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny. So I'm looking at the 846 KvK, and we have this marker here that says staring contest. But, like, that's actually what's happening. Like, this staring contest marker has been here all week.
Well, I know, because 846 isn't pushing.
No. They're just balled up.
Yeah, they've turned it into HA.
Oh, my God.
I'm sure Laguna has some master plan where he's like, we're going to wait till Kingsland and push on multiple fronts or something like that. But I don't know what they're going to push with. I think 93 is going to win that KvK.
Dude, that's crazy. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this KvK. Because, like,
You know, I tried.
wasn't
Go ahead.
846, like, we could take anyone, anywhere, anytime? Wasn't that kind of like their...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is, so way back when, like, there was bulk recruiting when I was still in 846, I tried to bring up the fact that we were taking too many deadweight. Because we were just taking anyone and everyone. We were trying to fit as many players as we could. And the problem became because I was trying to bring up the fact that we're going to be deleting too many troops. Like, the fighters will be deleting too many troops to get all these people in over and over again. But we kept bringing in the deadweight, and the logic behind it, you know, and this part made sense. It was, okay, well, if they're deadweight, we'll kick them out of the kingdom. It's fine. You know, that's the general, you know, like, plan. But it's easier said than done.
It sure
So a lot of
is.
these people weren't able to be kicked out of the kingdom. You'd have people like high power being bubbled, affecting Imperium drop. And then you have people spending money and actually fighting, wanting to enjoy the game, having to delete more and more troops every KvK for migrations.
Yeah.
And then once that big, like, once basically the bubble was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it finally popped when 365 won against them. And which, to be fair, I think 365 did have better allies in that setup, but also 846 should have just taken Water Camp as an ally instead of leaving them out in the dark. But
Yeah.
I digress.
Yes.
That bubble popped, and a lot of people left 846. People left, like, fighters left because of being tired of having to delete all these troops for people that aren't going to fight. And then also you had mid-power active players leave that were chasing wins, which, you know, those players don't do a lot, but it's still a good bulk of mid players that you brought in by everyone deleting their troops. They all just left now.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of fighters and key leaders that were in their leadership circle that were war generals and planners leaving because they're either tired of deleting their troops, they're tired of the way things are being run. So the bubble finally popped. And so when I saw them going in against 93, I immediately was like, I think 93 is going to win. And from what I've seen so far, I'm pretty sure 93 is going to win.
Wow. So, you know, I have a couple thoughts on what you were saying. Bingy Dingy, I'm going to answer your question. I do see that now. Whatever happened to World of Alliances? I want to answer that. But to your point, Teddy, I feel like we're also in a really precarious spot right now where like we just made big sacrifices, many KvKs in a row. So the weirdness is like dead weight is kind of a disease, and it doesn't like hit you. It doesn't like strike all at once. It's like a slow accumulation over time. And the disease has two aspects to it. One is your contributors get really drained, and the other is that your dead weight gets really fat. Yep. And so the people who are most contributing end up making actually a small amount of the matchmaking percentage. The overwhelming amount of the matchmaking percentage are these really fat players who aren't doing anything.
Exactly.
That makes sense? So what you're describing with 846, like, if you aren't really aggressively pruning your dead weight while your top contributors are all kind of like whittling down, you get really screwed. And we experienced that a little bit. Not the dead weight side, but like the top contributor having problem side of things where like, do you remember when Sean was like, I have to retrain? Remember he was like, I have to retrain to defend this flag and other people aren't doing it?
Yes, I remember.
And that's like, it. That's the problem where it's like you've got your top contributors who used to be able to contribute a lot more, bled out after multiple KvKs, now feeling really like super thin and they can't do as much. Yeah. So the vulnerability of making a really big kingdom is that you actually now need every single person to do their part because you can't have fewer people carry the weight because they're all so thin.
Right. Yeah, because they're just going to get drained. You lose speed ups, you lose resources, and you can't replenish that without mass spending. And not everybody wants to do that.
No, most people will not.
I think there was a point in time in Kingsland. And speaking of Sean, like we were idiot swarming buddies together. But there was a point in time I started the KvK at like 197, and I was down to like 70.
Yeah, you dropped a lot of power, man.
and I'm staring at this city that is, the name rhymes with Holly, and it was at 130 million power, and I'm like, why aren't you out here kind of helping? Because I have to train troops to send more to die.
I mean, you can say it was Jolly. It's okay. Rhymes with Holly, this guy.
Yeah, freaking Jolly guy.
I didn't want to open the door for a kind of a mass session, but just in general, it goes to that. It goes to that point. I mean, it's just like, God, come on, guys.
Bro, I'll bash him. I still have the conversation of recruiting chat when Pub wanted to bring in Jolly after Jolly had been kicked out of the kingdom once. I had just gotten to 1254, and I was like, hang on a second. You guys kicked this guy out for being a deadweight. Now you want to bring him back and make him an alliance leader? Like, how does this make sense? And he got brought in anyways, and look where we are now.
But at least he left the kingdom. Like, at least he migrated out. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, true. I mean, like, he was going to retire, and now he's R5 of some new alliance in some poor kingdom.
I'm telling you, man, people think that they can be some sort of a terror, and, like, nobody holds a candle to what King Talib was up to back in the day. Like, everybody thinks that they're, like, going to be this big menace, and 254 will never recover. Trust me. Like, there's no shot that they are going to be half as bad, even, as the kind of crap we've dealt with.
I mean, Saul's pretty good at it. I'll give him that.
He's annoying, but, I mean, he got himself zeroed, so he's kind of a... What were you saying earlier? A small pecker? Was that the phrasing you had?
Yeah, small pecker, yeah.
You know,
the
like...
problem with him is... The biggest annoyance with him is he's training other rogues how to also be small peckers, so now we just have an army of small peckers being really annoying.
Yeah, small PP plays, but whatever.
What you were saying about the pruning with the dead weight, though, like that's how my kingdom before 846 was 1287, and that's literally how we pretty much died and decided to leave. Is we had this core group of fighters that made up about the power of a B kingdom, and we had so much dead weight that we were getting matched against high A kingdoms, and we just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So it affects every level of kingdom.
That's how it happens. And like some of it is represented in power, right? But the other part of it's represented in resources too. Like your contributors get really, really dry on RSS, and then your dead weight's just sitting there with billions and billions and billions. Not even using
I know.
it.
It's terrible.
It's gross. Bingy dingies. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, if you're gonna be dead weight, at least give the fighters your resources. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. I remember in 1075, there was this one guy who, like, slowly accumulated billions and billions and millions. And he had an alt and a main, and they both got to, like, I want to say an upwards of 100 million power. And they had 10 billion plus each. And he never showed up to fight in KvK. He, like, all he did was just, like, gather resources, train troops, log in, log out, like, clocking in. And eventually we just zeroed him. And, you know, it's like, I want to say 25 billion plus resources infusion to the kingdom. It's pretty cool. But I mean, we warned him first. We tried. Anyways. Back in the day, they did tease like an alliance-based KvK. Do you remember that? Is that what you're referring to, Bingy Dingy? World of Alliances? I think so. I think the developers moved away from it. I think the whole alliance-based emphasis is like a really bad idea, personally. The whole point of this game is they've created like kingdom-based communities and ecosystems. So I think the idea that they would then incentivize something other than that is just a disaster, actually. So I personally am like very happy that that's not a thing.
Well, you brought up some massive concerns with that, right? Like, what are we going to do here? Because we can't, we can't be doing it. I mean, there's, how it was originally explained and set up. It was like, there's a lot of problems with this. But
yeah, it was like the fact that it was even suggested is like honestly kind of alarming. Because I don't know, like when you just, maybe it's just easier to see as a player of the game, but it just felt like there were these like really big flaws. Like, first of all, incentivizing, alliances instead of kingdom-based communities is like huge red flag for me. But then also, there were issues where like any alliance could queue and then the whole kingdom can't queue or something stupid. So like a troll alliance could like queue up and ruin the experience for a kingdom. Like it just, I don't know, felt like an idea that needed more critical thinking before being put in front of players.
I just lost you for like 2 minutes, so apologies.
It's all good, man.
Teddy's like, can you repeat all that again for me, Chisgule?
We were just talking about alliance-based KvK. You remember that?
Yeah, that was a dumb idea. Like, I saw that. I remember that got listed, and I was like, what are they doing?
It felt like a miss to me. But a win that they ultimately were like, okay, we're wrong, and took it away. Like, that was good.
I think it's a good idea if it doesn't lock the rest of your kingdom out. If you could, like, make a roster of, like, 155 players, and, like, those 155 players can go into KvK and fight with their alliance in some kind of, like, 30-day alliance v alliance mode. That's like that sounds fun, but not locking out your whole kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, there's, like, no... I mean, I think what they're trying to do is give the people who want to fight, like, a way to go fight, and the people who want to chill a chance to chill and recover.
Right.
But the problem is it's just, like, completely antagonistic with a community that's focused on, like, kingdom-wide goals, as opposed to, like, alliance or individual goals, right? Like, it just basically excludes a whole bunch of people from your community from that community.
Yeah, and the game has definitely become more of a, like, any successful kingdom is kingdom focused, not alliance focused.
Exactly, yeah.
I was going to mention earlier when you were talking about us being in a precarious position, like 846 was, like a bubble about the pop. One thing that we do have that's very different from 846 is, and a lot of other kingdoms, is the culture outside the game. Because we all hang out in Discord together and we all play other games together in the off season.
That's definitely true.
It's not like we're all... Yeah, because like over there, that was a big reason why I left. Was like in the off season, nobody ever did anything together. Like the Discord would be dead, and I would be in 1254's Discord hanging out with those people because nobody ever hung out in the other Discord. And I know that's the case for a lot of kingdoms where people just don't do anything outside of KvK. And you know, nobody plays this game for the gameplay. We all play for the community for the most part.
Yeah, I think the community is the big part. I really hope that they continue to push on more sophisticated controls for your troops. Like the PC version finally, like, I don't know, reignited a little bit of gamer in me. It's like you can actually do some things that are pretty good with controlling your troops.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because before it was like running it down basically and hoping you don't lag.
Yeah. Like you can really do some stuff on PC version, and it's just tip of the iceberg. So I actually hope they do more of that. I really hope they bring that to mobile. Like that's on my top 3 list of things I want the developers to do. It will be like fix lag, more sophisticated controls, change forts so they're not so stupid, and like you have forts on forts on forts. Like that's probably my top 3.
Isn't there something coming out though where like when you swarm a fort, you have a chance, like every attack has a chance to reduce the durability or something like that?
Yeah,
I saw something about that.
That's in the new KvK format only, King of the Nile, and that's the seasonal strategy. So if you choose that seasonal strategy, then you can enjoy that benefit of decreasing the durability of the thing that you're hitting, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they need to like, hopefully they make that like across the board.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I actually think seasonal strategies could be really cool across the board, but I'm glad they're kind of testing it in one place first. Like that makes sense to me.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely need to test it there, and if it goes well, like that could be a good answer to destroying forts. I mean, I also liked in Light versus Darkness how some days you had faster burn times depending on like between day and night, you'd have faster burn times for depending on what camp you're in. I actually like that a lot.
You thought?
Because it felt like we could have...
Well, I was going to say it felt a little, you know, like, imbalanced, you know, like Kingsland opens and one side has the benefit of the burning is like, bruh. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the only part I wasn't a fan of, but I did like that you would have to go into more like there was times where you'd be more aggressive and times you'd be more defensive, and it wasn't just based on uptime and downtime. It was kind of based on what burning buff you had. Because I did like, I think I did 4 Light versus Darknesses.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I did a bunch of those too, come to think of it.
Yeah, I did 4 of them, and the only one that like, so like I did one against 307 where they did that glitch where they brought in a whole nother alliance after matchmaking. I did one with 312 and 377 on my side, and we crushed that one. And then I did another one against 307 and 1401. 1401, yeah. And I mean, yeah, the map was really boring besides Kingsland, but the burning thing was...
You like the burning thing. By the way, Shelby, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, all. Whatever happened to being able to migrate at the end of KvK? Oh, yeah. What was that KvK format they talked about?
I thought that they implemented that in the new one. I saw something in the patch notes about it.
Well, I can find out. Hold on. That's a really good question. Whatever, like, they were like, oh, yeah, it's going to be a migration KvK. What happened to that? It just, like, quietly disappeared. Hold on. Is that... That's not, Power Up Heroic Anthem, is it?
No, I thought it was this new one.
I thought that's what it was going to be, too. But there's, like, no mention of that. It is the Power Up HA, says Deathstroke. Oh, interesting. This is my restart account, by the way. Chat, that's where we're at now. We run out the gold gatherer, and I can show you where we're at for the King of the Nile matchmaking.
Are you teamed up with Jenny's Kingdom?
We are not, unfortunately. It would have been pretty cool to team with them. I didn't even know she was in the pool of kingdoms, actually.
Yeah, they went in this pop as well, because I think they said they wanted to try the new one, is what she was saying.
Yeah, no, that's what we're queued up for. We got our kingdoms lined up, our allies lined up, and we're in the matchmaking phase now. So we have our team selected, and then the rival team is yet to be chosen.
Yeah, I really want to try that new KvK. It seems fun.
I mean,
it's hard to try stuff like that in big Imperiums.
I think it's cool for the seasonal strategies, but I am a little worried, like, that it's not a great fit for 254. Because, like, you get one fight early on, and there's a lot of altar fights, which are kind of, like, fine, but I feel like I've done a lot of those already. A bunch of, you know, like, ruins fights, fine. But then you got to go all the way to Kingsland before you really push other people's zones. And
Yeah.
I think you like have to go through Kingsland to get to someone else's starting zones. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, that part, the map itself isn't fantastic for big Imperium, which is why we probably won't ever get to try it. But
Yeah.
I don't
But
know, maybe I can borrow somebody's account and try it on theirs.
the seasonal strategies are dope, man. Let me tell you. Like, that seems
What are the
really
ones-
cool.
What are the ones besides Burning? I don't know what the other ones are.
I have pictures of it. And I literally had to translate them from Russian. So one has, like, I feel like you either deal more damage or take less damage when you're swarming, which is pretty good.
Okay.
The other is
Yeah.
more designed for, like, open fielding. So there's a couple benefits. One was you could do, like, an AoE heal whenever you sad face a march.
Oh,
Yeah, it's, like, not much. It's, like, 500 healing factor on 5 troops. But every time
That's
a march
interesting.
gets sad faced,
Like-
like, that's pretty legit.
yeah.
And also, I think the final ability in the seasonal strategy was called Teamwork. Teamwork is a really cool mechanic. So your rally or garrison does up to 10% more damage. It's 1%
Oh.
per player that is reinforcing with Teamwork.
Oh, that's interesting.
So yeah, so if
So
you
does
have
every
10
player
people
gets to
reinforcing
pick
with
one
Teamwork,
one?
you have 10% extra damage for the
Wait, so
rally or
everybody
for the
gets to-
garrison.
Every player picks which one they want to use,
Every player picks their seasonal strategy, yeah.
and it's locked in for the whole season.
It is locked in for the whole season. You can't change it around.
You could just take your farms that you're filling
Mhm.
with and have those all be and just fill with that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, like, the big whales that are open fielding a lot can pick the open field one or the swarm damage.
The
and then
swarm
you
one.
just have
Yeah.
you just need to, like, assign some people to get the durability one, and then they can all just keep hitting buildings together.
I was worried that I would feel like I was having to choose between fielding and rallying, but I feel like the rallying tree really does hit on things that I would be interested in. Like, it's got enough swarming stuff and options there that I actually think it's pretty good. And the fielding
Wait,
stuff
so what-
isn't, like, so much better that it's like, oh, I'm going to lose to all the people who pick fielding now. Like, no, that's not the case.
Right. What was the rally one? That's not teamwork, is it, or is that teamwork?
Teamwork is the fielding one. The rallying one, I think the top seasonal strategy has to do with swarming. And these are trees. So, like, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to go in different trees if you wanted to. So, like, I'm pretty sure you could pick some of the open fielding tree and some of the rallying tree if you wanted. If you were like, I'm never going to swarm stuff. That's an example.
Okay.
But this
That's pretty
is, in many ways, a glorified light versus darkness, which is, I think that's an accurate assessment. The only thing
Well,
that we
to
don't,
be fair, though, like,
I was gonna say, the only thing we don't know about is this one zone. There's one zone that is, like, still a mystery. What's gonna happen there?
yeah, but, like, so there was a lot of things about Light versus Darkness I actually did like. Like, I liked that you went in with the team before matchmaking. I liked that buildings, holy sites got destroyed, and I liked the day and night cycle and the camp tech, like the team tech.
Yeah.
I thought those were all cool things that they should have added to later KvKs. So I'm glad they're taking some factors of it. The only thing that stuck was just the map about, like, never getting to fight anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now it looks like you do at least have a chance to fight at the beginning. But, you know, of course, there's always that chance that they just won't come out and fight you.
Right.
Like, that's often the case with 1254 is that people don't come out and fight us in Zone 5 now.
Right. I mean, I think the downside of this map for big kingdoms, which I now see this since matchmaking is happening, but like if you're 556, for example, and if they pick strong allies, like if they actually pick strong kingdoms in their team, I feel like they could just dominate any other team that they get matched up against. So it creates a weirdness in the matchmaking if you want to try to create a hard fight for yourself. Like, you need to actually sandbag who your allies are to give yourself more fighting, if that makes sense.
And that was one issue I had with the teams in Light versus Darkness. I feel like they need to do a rating system besides just A and B, and they need to go based off that. So, like, they need to do, like, an A+. So, like, if you are an A+ kingdom, you have to pick B kingdoms as your allies. You can't pick another A kingdom. You know what I mean? I think it needs to be something like that instead of you being able to stack, like, because let's say us and 556 both went into this at the same time, and we decided that we wanted to be allies.
Right.
We could have allied each other with the A kingdoms and then just dominated whoever we went up against.
Yeah. It's GG.
So, because that's what happened in my last Light versus Darkness we did in 1287. Is it was 307 and 1401 teamed up together, and you know they were like the two top A kingdoms in our pool. So I mean, it was a lot of fun, but you know we didn't have a snowball's chance in hell to win.
So apparently it's the Heroic Anthem power-up version. I can look at Heroic Anthem rules for that migration stuff, but I don't see it. Shelby, thanks for the super chat. They should rank kingdoms like Targeted Migration does. Oh, interesting.
Do they rank kingdoms in Targeted Migration? I haven't looked at that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, actually. How does that work?
I know they have, like, the Imperiums for Targeted Migration, but...
You can send me a picture? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd be interested to see that. You have it on one of your accounts? Check your PMs. It's in the other Heroic Anthem that I'm in. Okay, cool. Let me see here.
Shout out to anyone from Kentucky. Your state's really pretty. I just crossed the border, and there's lots of pretty trees.
This time of year is amazing. Like, the leaves changing on the trees is just amazing. I'm a big fan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, after the wedding next September, my fiance and I are going to go honeymooning in New England because all the trees will be changing colors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I can't decide what equipment to work on. I'm a little torn here.
For your main.
For my main, I'll switch back over. I've got 3 legendary infantry sets, 2 of which are already crit.
Okay.
I've got crit archer set, 2 crit cav sets, so I'm done calves. I don't need to do anything there. And I've got 1 kind of blended epic and legendary archer set that I've been kind of sandbagging in case they do ranged commanders, but now that we sort of know that's not happening exactly, like maybe I can make another archer set here.
How many accessories do you have?
So fair ask. I think I have 13 legendary accessories now. The 14th will be another Ring of Doom, and then I'm basically done with that.
Which ones do you... So do you have, like, 7 ring? This will be your 7th ring? Or...
Yeah, so...
Like, how are you doing
let's see. What do I got? So I'll show it from... Actually, I'll show it from here. This is fine. Okay. So I have 6 rings. I have 3 horns.
Okay.
I have dagger and web.
Okay.
I have a coin. and I have the
Okay.
Pendant of Eternal Night.
And what marches are you running open field now?
I kind of mix it up, but it's more or less like 3 infantry, 2 archers, and 2 cavalry. When I say
Are you still
mix it
using
up, I
Trajan
mean, like, I do have a Trajan that I run around primary, but I'm just so
Okay,
confused about the future of leadership right now.
Yeah, that's fair. But you should definitely make a war drums.
I don't know about that. So, I think we're...
Hear me out. Hear me out.
All right, I'll hear you out.
You take horn and war drums, and you put them together on your Trajan march, and you put something, either you like throw something tanky behind them, right? Something that's going to keep them up a while. So like last KvK, I was running I was going back and forth between Trajan, Bacall, Trajan, just because people weren't hitting it and I had buffs going off. You do that, and he is going to be shooting off buffs so fast for the rest of your marches. And most people don't actually target Trajans first anymore. They target the high DPS marches like Nevsky's, Jones, Wands, XYs. So you'll get so much value off of that war drums, buffing the rage on your other marches. And then with the horn rage regen and the war drums rage regen on himself, he's going to be firing off his buff skills sometimes before your marches even fire off their skills. And it's a huge bonus to have when you're doing mid fights in Arc.
So, I think for me, you have my attention, but I also kind of want to see to what extent like formations and armaments and inscriptions give me rage options. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I mean, also like to caveat that, like if you do get to the point, like if you make a war drums for them, and then we get a bunch of armaments that are rage increasing, you could just, whoa. Sorry, somebody's being dumb in the road in front of me.
Yeah, I was about to say, you all right there? Drive safely.
Somebody just cut off a semi in front of me, like in the other lane.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I know. That good thing that semi is a good driver. He almost killed him. Anyways, so like let's say they do introduce more rage buffing things. You could keep the war drums on your Trajan march and just swap out the horn for something else, like a coin, something to make him tankier.
I mean, so the reason I hesitate on making war drums, and the reason I hesitate on investing in Trajan more with like a crit leadership set, is because it's really bad for swarming because of the way that buffs work.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's my only hesitation, is like actually the majority of my troop loss now comes from swarming. So
Yeah,
it's super
that's fair.
awkward.
Well, also though, to counter that, if they're hitting open field around you, you can also just hit with Trajan. Like you can hit the open field march with your Trajan, and then your swarmers might get buffed.
Yeah, it gets kind of hard to manage all that stuff. Like you're not wrong. Shelby says, is it worth getting war drums for a KvK 2 to 3 account? Already have the dagger. I mean,
yeah,
it's really good for KvK
Yeah,
seasons 2 to 3.
Yeah, I would 100% get it for that.
The only downside for war drums, I think, and maybe there's a couple, so I'll share them. First of all, if you're not actually using 5 marches, or even 3 marches, like who are you buffing? You might be buffing people that aren't even in combat, right? And that's the problem I have with it. Yeah, I mean, like, I could be swarming with my Trajan, but the way that the buffs work in this game, like, it prioritizes your marches. So if I have some marches that are actually swarming and others that are surrounding and, like, walking in circles, because you can only have 12 things hitting at a time, then if my Trajan's hitting, like, I'm just buffing my marches that aren't doing anything. They're just walking, which kind of sucks. So that's why I've started to, like, shy away from Trajan for my field marches, and also especially for swarming. There are times, though... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say the only thing you could do to help that would be if you were to, like, hold your marches that aren't actually hitting instead of just targeting so that they walk around it in circles. You just have them off to the side. But then it's kind of hard to get back.
Yeah, even then, your Trajan could buff other people's marches that are standing around. It's awkward.
I think, you know, it's funny because a lot of people, so many times in this game, it's like, oh, if I would have known this at earlier point in time, I would have completely changed, you know, my philosophy on whatever it might be. And War Drums is kind of falls in that category because what I've seen is that it's almost binary to where, okay, do you go the path of War Drums or do you go the path of horns? And I think if you're Rally Garrison, you definitely got to at least try to get a horn, try to get it critted, get one, right? But it's almost like once you get to 2 and 3 horns and you don't have a War Drums, you're kind of stuck, because if you're starting all equal, where you have nothing, like players who have 2 and 3 and sometimes 4 War Drums, they love it. They absolutely love it. But at the same time, it gets really redundant if you're doing 2 and 3 and 4 War Drums and a 5 March Murder Ball, and then trying to do, you know, 3 or 4 horns to go with it. And so I love the War Drums. It's just, you know, how much, I mean, you're getting a little bit extra rage. That's basically what you're getting. And compared to what the talents give you and compared to what a horn gives you for a particular march, the reason why I think I prefer the horn is because I can put the horn or a couple or 2 or 3 horns on the marches I want the rage on, you know, where you don't really choose on the War Drums, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, War Drums are inconsistent, and it's a small buff, but you do buff other marches, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but we're also at the point in the meta right now, though, where it's all nukers. So, I mean, in a 5 March Murder Ball, if you're running Trajan as one of your marches, your other 4 marches are probably nukers. So it doesn't really matter what 2 of those 4 he's buffing along with the wardrobe, like with the rage buff, because they're going to be nukers.
Yeah, it's going to be big damage. Yeah, that's true.
Because we're not at the point anymore. People are, unless you're city poking, you're not running around with a Tilla or Bacall anymore.
No. I you know, but the players who do have like 3 or 4 War Drums, they freaking love it. They absolutely love it. And you can see the mechanics of that, like just the volume of that working. Like it's really strong, but again, I think it's kind of binary because if you do that, then there's no sense in going with, you know, 4 horns as well. And so.
Can I tell you something though, Word Addy Chad? Like,
yes,
when people were obsessing about attack gear for Attila Takeda, the people that were all in on that plan, they loved it. They would have swore to you it was better than anything else they had ever done. Right? And then, like, we actually started to test how it works, and it was definitely worse. I mean, they were they were sacrificing huge stats. I remember one guy was like, yeah, I got my blazing axe for the cav attack. I was like,
yeah, you already have a ton of cav attack. But that's pretty much okay. Now we're getting into psychology and placebo effect, right?
Yeah, so exactly.
Because those of us who have a max Leo, we love them. Those of us who have a max Cyrus, we love them. You know, those of us who have a max Trajan, we love them. And the people who don't are like, are you all insane? And so there is an element of that definitely for players who have a lot of War Drums.
Well, there might be.
Man, I love it.
Like, I don't want to discredit the War Drums people because it might actually just be better. I'm just pointing out it's not the first time that phenomena has existed, and like sometimes the hype is real and sometimes it's like actually just hype.
I don't think I buy into having that many War Drums. I do think that having one is beneficial, though, to your Murder Ball. Just in today's meta, which the way that the game is going, I don't see them going away from the nuking meta.
No, I agree.
There's so much DPS. Chisgule, are you kind of where I am on your, when you get to 7 marches, then you put the Trajan on the field? Is that because I literally would rather go 6 DPS.
That's where I'm at.
And And, you know, if I get to the 7th March, great, I'll put Trajan on the field to help. But, I mean, again, when you're swarming, you just lose so many troops. I mean, with Trajan, I mean, you might as well just not even swarm. And so...
That's right. I mean, skills fired fast are really, it's just really, really powerful. So I think that's always going to be good. I mean, when you look at Trajan's kit, man, it's like really strong, actually. Right? Like 30% skill damage on 5 marches, 50 rage per second. Like that's all good. Your march takes more damage though. Okay, that kind of sucks. But like 40% of defensive stats is good. 20 defense, 20 health. Troop capacity of 10% is good. An extra 300 damage factor is kind of irrelevant if you have mixed troops, but it's something. Increase the damage taken by the target. You know what's funny about that? I find that I switch targets so much that I don't know how much benefit I'm getting from that.
That's damage. If you read that, that's increased damage dealt to the target. Now, for me, is that the damage dealt from his march or from everybody? Because it doesn't say taken, it says dealt.
Pretty sure it's a debuff, but I can run a march out of my city and confirm that in just a second.
Yeah, I mean, we could cross-check that with Alex, because isn't his... Because his is a debuff that everybody hitting it does more
I'm pretty sure it's a debuff.
Okay. Which is strong.
which is very strong, right? Like... Increase the damage dealt to the target by 20%. You're right that wording makes it sound like he's buffing himself, but I think it's a debuff on the enemy. But I can confirm that. And then the stacking defense is pretty good. Right? Let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
Defense stack, 6%. I mean, 10 seconds is a long time to be in combat, though. Normal attacks will grant...
You also have to remember, like, every time, like, if you're in a fight in a murder ball and you kill somebody and you haven't selected your next target yet, you're still technically in combat because your marches are taking AoE damage.
Right. So it stacks every 8 seconds, actually. It lasts for 10 seconds, stacks every 8. Okay. I mean... Yeah.
The only time, you know... that becomes really valuable in Canyon. We know that, right? Because you can set up your Trajan March to where it's going to get hit by 1 or
really
2 marches. Yeah, and it's going to last forever. In a murder ball, it's either nobody's hitting the Trajan or 5 to 10 marches are hitting the Trajan, and so it's almost like that particular 4th skill is it gets a little bit, you know, convoluted, because if they don't focus you, he's not gonna generate that, right? And we're reading that right. Normal attacks on his troops. If they're doing normal attacks on your troops, if you're focused, if you will, then he starts generating that defense buff.
Oh my god, I'm hitting too hard. I'm not gonna skill cycle. Well, I got value on that. I just hit like 4 barbs with 1 use of AP. But let me actually try higher level barb. Jesus. That's not... Bro, that ain't chaining. That's just... I'm just AoE farming now.
Try 100k T4 when you do it.
Good to see you, Pluto. How's it going? Yeah, I gotta downsize here. I'm hitting too hard. 0 equipment on my Ethelfled is apparently hitting too hard. With max troop cap. Alright, this should do it. There we go. Alright. We got a report to work with now. Okay. Great. Let's get a look. That's not that. There's the mail. Okay. Catalog. So I believe it's when Trajan uses a skill that triggers, right? So on this turn, Trajan cast Trajan's Column. Great. So she should have done 300 damage factor. Maybe I need to actually read the skill here. Troop buffs. When troops of this commander consist of 3 different unit types, they will deal direct damage to the current target when an active skill is used. I actually think it happens when Ethelflaed's skill is used. Uh-oh. Getting scouted? Oh, alright, whatever. Cool. Let's look at that report again. Raj, hey, welcome to the Elite Guard. Yo, let's get those hype emojis for our new member. Also, Dark Fury, welcome to the Honor Guard. I appreciate you. Let's get those hype emojis for our new members. We went so off the deep end, I didn't even see that one happen. Alright, Battle Log, active skill. Right over here, it's Ethelflaed's active skill that triggered it. Ethelflaed cast, Arrow of Iron, and then Great Expedition. There it is, Great Expedition. This skill triggered Trajan's skill, Great Expedition. Calvin's troop gained the buff Bleeding effect. Takes effect at the start of the next turn. So I'm pretty sure that's a debuff. If we look at the start of the next turn, you can see their damage taken by the enemy is boosted by 20%. There you go. So it is a debuff.
Like Al.
Yeah, it's a debuff. And if we look here, it says Calvin's all damage taken was increased by 20% due to Trajan's Great Expedition Bleeding effect. So I think we're good here. Dark Fury, thank you for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Let's friggin' go. ABZ, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Herald primary with Martel? Or the other way around? You want Martel to be the primary in that configuration. You want Martel to boost your damage, and then, boom, you get a good hit with Herald. Martel Herald, man, I used that for a long time.
Yeah, Martel's he's gonna increase the damage you deal, what, 30% for 3 or 4 seconds. So whoever's behind. That's why, like KvK 1, it was like Martel YSG. Like you can do so much damage with YSG on the target because it's just he's boosting the damage that you're doing. You know, it was funny, Chisgule, we were speaking of leadership. We were talking about Honda, and we did the for science the Herald Honda combination.
Right. Yes.
And it was fantastic. It literally got to a point to where no matter who you put Honda with, he's so versatile and he's so good.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I mean, and what's crazy is he's not a commander that's like a Nevsky must get, right? You just gotta get him.
No.
But he does so much, unseen benefits that you're just like, this thing is, his fourth skill, is it fourth or third? His fourth skill is like the most underrated skill in all of Rock. People don't realize it, but you go put him behind Nevsky, you go put him behind Boudica, and you're in a murder ball, you're getting down to 50% HP, maybe 40% HP, and the active skill of the primary, if it's Boudica, she's still going to hit hard like she's at 80% HP, right? She's still going to hit hard because of the skill damage bonus, up to 60%.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's sneaky good, and of course he provides the speed, the mark speed, and all that stuff. But anyways, that was I got into some of the different things that the benefits of the leadership commanders do. I just don't know what Lilith wants to do with leadership. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah. If they get rid of the leadership troop type, I wonder what Honda will get turned into.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, ABZ, thank you for the super chat. Here's that Martel Herald build you're looking for. This is my open field Martel Herald build. I think this is pretty solid. I don't know what the deal is with leadership. I mean, I've sort of heard some rumor, and I don't know how true it is or it isn't. You get lots of rumors. But the rumor is that leadership will move in the direction of being more focused on city defense, which is the direction they started to go with YSS and Theo, and then they had kind of a change of heart with Trajan and Suleiman, who's actually just worthless.
Yeah, Montezuma, who's worthless.
And Moctezuma. Dude, can you imagine investing in Suleiman? Like, what a disaster.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Let's get Bunny on the stream and ask him about it.
I
Well,
just
but-
can't
but
believe they
seriously-
never buffed it or something. Like, either we're all stupid, okay, and actually Solomon is really good enough that the developers are like, no, he's fine. Like, or what? They just
just
like
don't care.
released a
They just don't-
commander
they just don't care.
that sucks, and like
He's-
jokes on you
he's
if you
bad.
invested in
Funny-
him.
Funny expertise him and has used him multiple times in all sorts of combinations he can think of. Solomon just sucks.
Yeah, but
Jeez.
if we're talking about the scope of leadership in general, they had an opportunity. Just make Solomon like meta, like make his rally so freaking good that you have to do something with it. You'll have more people investing in critted leadership gear for legendary. I mean, but they didn't. I mean, this could be a real easy fix. Just come out with a leadership commander that is amazing on a rally, just amazing. And all of a sudden, you'll have people critting leadership gear, and you'll have people running leadership, but they don't. It's almost like they've gotten it right. Of course, Ethelfled is early game, and she's fantastic, especially for early game. But they've kind of gotten two leadership commanders right, and Honda and Trajan, and that's it. That's it.
Hey, ISS.
And so, well, YSS, of course, yes. But it's just like, why not, why not just do it? Just bite the bullet and do it. Like, make a leadership commander so good in the field or so good on a rally that you just can't ignore it. It's a must-have. It's a Nevsky level, Boudica level must-have.
I feel that way about Honda, though. Like, you said earlier that you don't think Honda's a must-have. I disagree. I think Honda is a must-have.
No, I
think
agree. I agree with you. I think he's a must-have as well, but it's just not obvious for players. Like, you have to get him and really see his versatility. And what players don't realize is you get heavy into KvK and you start losing troops. Like, I literally had to go from 2 archer marches to 1. I had infantry, so I was able to easily. I was running Boudica Honda and I was running Nebu YSG. I was able to easily move Honda over to another infantry march with Harold and then put Nebu with Boudica and just run one archer because I was running out of troops. And he's so versatile.
Okay, yeah, my mistake then. I thought you said he's not a must-have. Honda's like the most versatile commander in the game. He's nuts.
He is. He's nuts. But at the same time, for a player looking to invest sculptures, and you've got Nevsky, Boudica, and Honda, they're gonna go Nevsky or they're gonna go Boudica. They're not.
And I think
they're
you
not gonna mess
should.
with.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of have to, but you don't realize the capabilities and the value of Honda unless you have him and you're using him and you're just like, oh my gosh, what would I do without this guy?
I feel like you don't have to go Nevsky or Boudica because it depends on what troop types you're running primarily, and it depends on how your gear's looking. Like for me, I don't normally run Cav, so I just have one epic set of Cav in case I have to use Cav for something. So
Sure.
I don't use Cav, so I don't have Nevsky. I like roll Nevsky and I roll Joan when they pop up now, like slowly working on them, but I don't have a Nevsky. And I had to choose. I was like, do I want to make legendary Cav gear and max Nevsky and run him with like Mehmet or something? Or do I want to max Honda and have something I can plug in wherever I want? And so I went with Honda. So it just depends on how the player's account is. If they're a Cav player, like if they use any Cav marches, 100%, you should have Nevsky. If they use any archer marches,
that's the thing.
100% should get Boudica. If you don't, though, then Honda's a good bet. Like a lot of players just use 2 troop types. The 2 most common I see are Cav and infantry. So I mean, if somebody's not an archer player, then get Honda. Don't get Boudica.
Dark Locks, thank you for the
You
super
guys-
chat, by the way.
You guys are like super whale. You guys run everything, like all 3 troop types. So for you guys, you need Nevsky, you need Boudica.
No. Don't get it twisted. Chisgule and I are infantry simps. And that's all we care about. And that's all.
I know you're
That's all
infantry
that's all
sims,
we
but
want.
you're infantry sims, but you're also super whales that have all the troop types on your burner.
We do have everything represented. Rock will change the leadership to wheel. Oh, sorry. Rock will change the leadership wheel to range commanders, says Dark Lops. Oh, man. I don't know. And I just don't know how they make that transition. I mean, I really feel like the equipment system punishing you when you dismantle legendaries by losing materials is just like a huge miss on the ability to make changes to the system. Like, you just can't change it now without players losing their mind.
Well, so what they would have to do is they'd have to make it so anyone that has a legendary crit piece of equipment can get back 100% of materials for dismantling it and the blueprint back. That's how they'd have to do it now.
Yeah.
Or just you keep it and you can change the crit on it.
Yeah, or you keep it and change the crit. That'd be a good route.
Those of us that are stupid enough to crit legendary gear, it kind of sucks because I got it for it's infantry gear that I critted legendary for Trajan, and I have so much other infantry gear that it literally wouldn't do me any good if they said, hey, you get to keep your gear, you can switch your crit. Well, of course I'm going to switch it to infantry, but I already have 3 infantry sets. I don't need a 4th, and so it's kind of like you're a little SOL at that point. And I'm fully.
You need a 4th. You're going to be running 4 infantry marches. Congrats, Chad.
So I want to talk about equipment. This is a good segue. But Sasuke, let me give you a shout out here real quick. Thank you for the super chat. I joined in the infantry simp, but I'm not at the whale level of you two. I need to stop trying to whale out and choose a direction to go in. Definitely trying to do too much with limited resources. Yeah, I think there's a lot of value to focusing in. And you can see that on my restart account. Like, I hoard sculptures, boom, like max a commander. Hoard sculptures till another commander, I'm gonna boom, max them. And with equipment, I'm like, all right, kind of hoard materials. All right, boom, full set for what I want to do. Yeah, it's got a bunch of epics in there, but like now I can run that combo.
What's this guy's name? Sasuke that asked?
Yeah, Sasuke.
All right, Sasuke, I got you. Here's what you want to do. So I was free to play KvK 1 and 2. Here's what you're going to want to do. You want to focus on 1 to 2 marches and have those be the marches that you use open field. Do not try to go out there with 5 open field marches that are subpar.
His account's further along than you would think, though.
Okay, well,
I think he can field 5. I'm pretty sure.
Well, don't feel like you have to field 5. If you can't field 5 good marches, and this goes to everybody listening in the chat, if you feel like you can't field 5 good marches, do not field them, because all you're going to do is feed the enemy kills and rack up your hospital bill. It is okay to downsize marches from 5 subpar marches or okay marches to 4 or 3 good marches, and then use those marches. For the longest time, all I did was run around with the Alex YSG, and I had a good set of gear on them, and that's what I did. I played all day because I was a degenerate, and I just ran around with Alex YSG as a T4 player, wrecking T5 players, because these T5 players would come out with 5 subpar marches, and I would be hitting them with the rest of my team, fighting a murder ball with everybody, and my Alex YSG would be trading against them like crazy because they're putting out 5 subpar marches. So don't feel like you have to go in a bunch of directions at once. Just find a commander. I picked Alexander because, Alexander the Great's dope. That's why I picked him. History-wise, he's a cool commander. He's a cool dude. So find something, pick a favorite guy, pick a favorite historical figure out of the meta, and just be like, all right, this is what I'm going to go with. This is the guy I'm going to use.
Matt Bilbo, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bilbo.
Can I get the world's smallest violin for War Daddy Chad?
That is
special talented leadership set.
I will, that is, Bilbo, I will say, do not go down that road, bro. Let me save you time, headache, and money. Do not go down that road. But it's, back to
Bilbo?
Real quick, back to your point, Teddy. If you run 5, 6, and 7 marches, you know what happens when you go focus a march. All your marches swing around, right? And you're susceptible to getting swarmed down, especially on the marches that swing all the way back to the enemy's murder ball. And I'll tell you, when for whatever reason, if I'm fighting with 2 or 3 marches, Chisgule, you know this too, it is so much easier, and you can get so much more efficient hitting and running, and your markers aren't swinging, and it's just so much simpler.
Yeah. I even now in KvK sometimes I can put out 5 good marches, but sometimes I'm just like, I want to pace myself some more, and I'll downsize to 4 marches and just run that.
Right.
Chat's like, how do you get so many gold heads to expertise commanders? You spend a lot of money, Mr. Savage, to answer your question.
Yeah,
Shelby,
you
thank you for the
gotta-
super chat. I think Chisgule's
The biggest thing-
2293 is a good example of how most of us play. And that account doesn't have Honda. It does have CJ though.
Yep.
Yeah, rep my choices.
CJ's great. What do you mean?
Okay, so you have CJ. You like him, right? For field. But he's only good for fielding, right? That's it.
Wait, real quick, to the gold head thing. If you want to know, like, the best way to get gold heads fast is to get VIP 14 as fast as possible. Every time there's a more than gems. Do not, if you are a T4 player pushing towards T5, but you are not VIP 14 yet, do not put your gems into books on more than gems. Put it into VIP points.
You're all in.
That's what all I wanted to say about the heads. Like, that's, that's what I did. And it is the best. It is way better.
Yeah, for context for players, when you hit VIP 14, you're granted 3 gold heads a day from your VIP chest every day. And so when you run up when you run up the baseline gold heads a week to 21, then you add the other events, and it's much easier to kind of rack up those gold heads.
Yes, it was definitely the best RK decision I've ever made. I sat there and did the math when I was like VIP 11, and I was like, do I want to push for T5 or do I want more gold heads? And I was like, oh, more gold heads. Like, what the heck? And that's what I did. I didn't get T5 until my 3rd KvK. Okay, but back to the CJ thing. What were you said I only like him for field?
Yeah, how do you like him for field?
I like him. I mean, I think he's great as an imp sim. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've done rallies with him too. Like, you guys have all probably seen him. Like, I like to do meme rallies a lot, especially if it's like if we're just kind of crushing it and we're trying to kill off infantry. I think doing like I did a Scipio Chok rally, as we like to call it, and
yeah,
it was
something.
It was just hilarious. Yeah, I got to like 345% infantry attack. It was hilarious. Like, it's just, I don't know.
I don't think the average player is investing in commanders for memes.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. He does have some meme factor to him. I do like him open field. Like Scipio,
the meme factor.
There's a meme factor involved. Scipio CJ is one of my favorite commander pair.
That's really good in the field, isn't it? Like, that's actually really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic open field. I love it. Like, I've tried every
what about
combination
Guan
with
CJ?
Scipio.
Where are you at with that?
Guan CJ I've used before too. Like I said, I've tried every combination of different infantry marches. I think I like Scipio more with CJ than I like Guan with them. But because that's like when I'm using Guan, I like to put Leo or Alex behind him. Leo if we're like, I'll do Leo if it's if I'm more likely that my troops aren't going to make it home, like that I'm like full sending. I'll put Leo behind Guan. That way I get that little buff at the end and just more defense. So I feel like I trade better. If I'm near my city and I know I can make it back, like I can get to yellow and come back, I'll send out Guan Alex. But it's always Scipio CJ. And I've tried Scipio Honda. Scipio Honda I also like a lot, but I like my Honda behind my Nebu more.
Yeah, I like that as well, actually. Although, I don't know, I got a lot of archers to play around with. But there aren't many archers with march speed. So, like, if you don't have Cyrus, I mean, you ideally put Honda there to give him some march speed.
Yeah, because I have Boudica, Nebu, and YSG, and that's it. Those are the 3 archer commanders I have. So if I want to run 2 archer marches, which I do, I have to put Honda somewhere in that mix. And I've tried Boudica Honda and Nebu YSG, and although I like that a lot, Nebu YSG just dies too quick for my liking, while Boudica YSG stays up longer and Nebu YSG stays up longer, so that's why I made that swap.
Sasuke, thank you for the super chat. That is Teddy talking. So we've got War Daddy, Chad, and Teddy on voice here. Okay, so Chadski, do I crit a leadership set now or no?
Well, yeah, of course you do.
No.
Let's go.
What the hell?
What?
No.
What?
No.
Is this a misery loves company thing?
Yeah, he's baiting you. Don't listen to him.
No, Chisgule. It depends. If you're sitting on 400 mats and you don't know what to do with them, then you just can't go wrong with easy. Take a Hope Cloak if you got the Prince. get a Hope Cloak leadership, get a Shio's leadership. Or if you want to stick to the Eternal set, get the helmet crit leadership and get the boots crit leadership, and you've got the 2-piece set there. What you can do with that, at least, worst case scenario. Okay, first of all, it's going to help your canyon. But what you can do with that, at least, if you want to put different types of 2-piece sets on your YSS, if you want to do that for your city defense, you can say, okay, I've got leadership crit, helmet, and boots for infantry, so I can run that. And then you can pick the other gear as you want. But there is some value if you get a couple of leadership crits. I always say Shios and Hope Cloak is just easy, and it's so much defense. It's just easy, and but it's materials, dude. I mean, when you get to that 5th or 4th refine, you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot of materials, dude. 4th refine, you're up to 120 materials on that chest piece.
It's not. It's honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you should be investing in leadership gear at this point, since we don't know the future of leadership.
Yeah, and that was part of the reason why, Chiz, I did the leadership gear, because there was an immediate benefit with Trajan. And, until recently, I was running Trajan as part of my 5 March Murder Ball. And then there was the aspect of when they bring new leadership commanders out, I was like, oh, they got to do like Sun Tzu Prime. Yeah, they got to do something. It's just off the charts. And then they didn't.
And they didn't.
I would wait.
I
would wait.
So am I doing Archer stuff today then? Is that the game plan?
If this was 6 months ago, I would say do leadership, but it's not. So I would say work on your Archer set or make the war drums.
Dude, you know the path. We were in Legendary Guard chat all the time, and there was at least 4 or 5 times where I expressed that I had vomited that day. And dumping all the material.
I thought it was like a good vomit, like after a workout, No?
No, it was a path to the dark side. Like my eyes are turning yellow. Like, what is going on here? And so that's, you knew that. You lived it with me. So
I
if you
did
want
live
to
it with you. Okay, so your thought is, if you're gonna do leadership, maybe like a Hope Cloak where you have a ton of those patterns, maybe an Eternal Knight, but probably not. Probably just pump the brakes on that one.
Yeah, if you can see your YSS defense, I can't remember if you run YSS.
Yeah, I got a YSS here.
Okay.
You run Zeno on your city defense, Jess?
No, I do not run Zeno on my city defense.
Go back to your perfect. Go back to your perfect one. Okay, see, like right there, you could switch out the helmet and shoes, or you could switch out the Hope Cloak and the Eternal Knight, whatever it is, the Greaves. So, and that in and of itself will give you, between Hope Cloak and the Greaves, that'll give you what, an extra 7-8% defense for your infantry. So,
yeah, like if I crit this leadership, I mean, it'd be good for city defense for sure. These are good city defense.
Let's think more whale problems. Or you say, hey, I'm going to go grab a chest piece for cavalry. I'm going to grab the boots for cavalry. I'm going to crit them leadership. I'm going to put them on Ethel with other epic cavalry sets, and I'm going to run that Ethel Trajan full cav debuff march and arc.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, no.
At this point, I mean, I'm kind of inclined to do the Archer stuff. And you know what's weird? This is weird. So I was just doing a little math on like what stats do I gain here? But if I make the legendary set boots, I'll get the same amount of stats, but I'm going from health to defense. So that's kind of a downgrade.
You got to crit the boots. That's the hard part.
Yeah, you have to crit them for it to be worth. Yep. And then same thing is true for the Revival Greaves. Like if I get rid of those, I'm going from defense to attack. That's not what I want to do. So I was debating if instead of making like new legendaries for those slots, what I should actually do is just try to refine my Dragon's Breath plate and refine my Dragon's Breath Vambraces. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's almost like a all or nothing type deal, because the only way that you could conceivably, or just try to find max value for replacing your epic sets on archers, is if you're going to go ahead and do the whole 6-set piece, because the 6-set piece on archers is phenomenal with the 5% extra health.
Right.
And so it's almost like you just wait until you want to do it all at once, and then boom, that march immediately becomes like legit.
No, the thing is, I don't want to do that. I actually want to make the KvK weapon and KvK helmet. Because my game plan there is that, you know, eventually I try to crit those, right? So, I mean, I think I should just, I think I just refine the Dragon Breath chest and gloves and hope to crit those, right?
What's the 4-piece ability for Dragon's Breath?
3% skill damage. It's not bad.
But
But keep in mind, I'm losing 3% attack by breaking up my revival chest. Sorry, my revival legs and helmet. So,
yeah, but I feel like in KvK you get so much attack. I feel like it's more worth to have the 3% skill damage than 3% attack.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I was dropping iconics on this gear, it'd be an easy choice. But I'm not, for who knows how long. Sasuke, thank you for the super chat. What accessories do I build to hold off until I get more rings? That's a fair ask. So I like horns. You probably got a couple of those. You probably have a dagger and a web.
Those are great.
But like, the only accessories I would make are dagger, web, horns, and then a ring every KvK, if you can.
Actually, I don't have a web. I don't think web's that good.
Oh, I think it's good, man. Web's good.
Web's great.
Web's
I think
great.
it's good. I think it's good for like hitting arc runners. That's about it.
No, it's a defense reduction. Defense reduction's good, man.
Yeah, it's the defense version of the dagger. It'll stack. And
I know, but it's just 4%, and it's not. I don't know. I don't think web's that great. I think web's like bottom of the list of things you should be crafting. Like,
okay. So Teddy, you have a vengeance. Chad is suggesting you should make a vengeance. Tarek, how are you, by the way?
I love the vengeance. I love vengeance. I love it.
I like my vengeance for when my garrisons are getting swarmed. That's about it. That's all I use mine for now.
Right.
And mine's crit and iconic. And even then, like,
you're only using it for.
Yeah, I mean, I throw it on a March open field, but if you are in a lower seed kingdom where
you're not getting swarmed, where
people aren't swarming that much, then the vengeance isn't worth. But like when I made my vengeance, it was like, this was back when nobody knew that ring was good on everything. It's back when everyone thought ring was just going to be good on Attila. And I was in a KvK against Koreans, and they were swarming everything. And I was like, fuck me, dude, I need more counterattack. So I made the ring.
Oh, man. Sasuke has 3 ring blueprints, but not a ton of materials. So I think you just gotta, like, get materials and crank out rings. You just gotta work out that ring factory, man. Put a ring on it, man.
I would make rings. Yeah, I'd make rings that were vengeance. The only time I would make a vengeance is if you're a garrison player and you're in a high seed KvK. People are swarming stuff.
Bingy Dingy, thank you for the super chat, man. Chadski loves vengeance. Chad equals Batman. Nice.
when part of the reason why I still love Saladin to this day, you put the web on Saladin, there's not a whole lot of marches.
Yeah. If you're gonna use it on Saladin, it's different.
You're gonna slow everything down, and
a lot.
And so, but that was, I got to a point to where, I was running out of, I only had infantry and we're swarming stuff, and I had 1 cav march, I had 1 archer march, and then I had like 4 infantry marches. Well, listen, Guan Leo is not a great swarming march. Well, Guan's fine. Guan can swarm just about anything with the silence, but all of a sudden you put the dagger and web on Guan Leo, and it provides so much utility on the swarm, it really makes it a viable option. And I remember, I remember one time I had it on to call Harold, and I'm swarming. And dude who's on chat, Chad, why are you swarming with the call Harold? And I sent him the report, and I was like, because my freaking critted dagger and my web are doing work, bro. And so he was like, okay, that's acceptable.
Sasuke says, so no epic in placeholder? I mean, I guess if you wanted to spend the gold to make the epics,
No,
you could
forget
definitely
it.
do
No
that.
epic trinkets. Nope, don't do it. Bad.
Why? Why is that bad?
I think they're useless once you make your first, like, I don't know, like 3, unless he's fighting like tomorrow, then I guess, yeah, make it.
Well,
but
we are fighting
just
soonish.
the moment you have the materials, just dismantle it and make your
You're right.
legendary ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a Delan's
but-
is fine. Also,
Yeah,
a Silent
Delan's and
Trial and your Murder Ball is
Silent
fine.
Trial. I love Silent Trial. I would try to have it on 2 or 3 marches back before I was getting all the legendary accessories. The beauty with
Yeah.
the epic accessories is that as long as you're okay with the gold being lost,
Right.
you can always dismantle them. And so if you're like
Yeah,
on the verge of getting something critted, or you're trying to get a set done or something, you can always dismantle them and give you so many materials back. And you can
Yeah, I'm in
immediately go to your
favor of-
legendary.
I'm in favor of that. I wouldn't try to talent it. I feel like that's a bit of a rip, but just as a placeholder, you just crank one out. I think that's good. So here's what I'm gonna
I just
go
got
for
to a rest
then.
stop, so I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, cheers, man. Thanks for hanging out, Teddy. I appreciate it. Have a safe drive.
We
Thanks.
literally talked to Teddy for like 300 miles.
So I think I'm gonna go for the Dragon's Breath chest piece then, and just refine that and get some more health.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an easy play. So here we go. Dragon's Breath.
Are you doing it now? Oh, you're doing the egg. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do egg first. I don't have the patterns for it. Get this egg going. Chat's probably like, finally, man. I've been sitting here for hours waiting for you to jam on this egg. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor. Throw a like on here. Consider subscribing. Chat, do you want to keep track of how many epics we get here? Should we do that? We keep track. Yeah, chat's like, finally, bro. What took you so long? We've arrived. 254 did not register now. I mean, at this point, I feel like we got to have somebody specific to like play against that we want to battle. 2 epics, that's nice. Here we go. Woo! Ah, that's nice. And that's why I do this event. That's actually pretty legit. We get 5 epics, 1 legend. That's great news. Streamer luck. Let's keep that streamer luck going, baby. I think I'm just gonna claim this. They got nothing there. That's actually like a ducky. Resources, and a couple speed ups. And I'll take the pick ones for chess pieces. That's fine. I'm good with it.
Where are you at on your have you gotten to 30 yet?
I'm working my way to 30, yeah. Once I get to 30, I'll do the refine, and then we'll...
Yeah, the kind of the tactic there is once you get to 30, do the refine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're refining soon, chat. Let's go.
Well, once you get to 30, you do the refine. That way you can switch up, because not every day we get the chest, boots, and gloves on the egg. And that is just super
it's so
valuable.
good.
Super valuable.
So good. I mean, I think there's a... Dude, if I crit, that'd be so dope. If I crit, that'd be so dope. 'Cause then, I mean, I don't have to, like, grind my way through all those materials and the patterns, man. Just take a long time to get. Here we go. Oh my god. Whatever, I had a good one. It's like every other spin is good here. Research, building, universals, and then double on the resources. GG. You did 82 eggs yesterday and only got 31 blueprints? Yeah, dude. That includes the bonuses. Jesus. Yeah, sometimes I get wrecked on egg. It's unusual to get wrecked on egg, but it does happen. Jeez. Oh, these epic patterns. Universals and training speeds. Oh my god. All right. All right. I just want materials, really. All right, here we go. This started off so strong. And then it went a little sideways. 4 more epics. It's 15 in total. Back on track, baby. Here we go. Come on. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor. Throw a like on here. Consider subscribing. 18 epics. Let's go.
That spin right there, I would take for all spins. Every single spin, I would take that.
Did I have like resources, training speeds, and universals or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
With 3 epics. Take that.
Let's go.
Every time.
Entering Season of Conquest in 2 days. I don't have T5. Will I stand a chance? I think you can still have fun with your T4s. But play in a big group, you know, join the murder ball. All right, we're halfway through. What do we got? All right, 5 more epics. I'll take it. 26 epics in total. That ain't bad.
What do you need to do? Are you working on some things production-wise? What do you need to do to play PC, but play it within your war room?
To play PC, but what?
But have it set up like your iPad, to where you're on the
war
right
room
side
in the
of
background.
Yeah, and you've got your.
So it's funny. I've had people like kind of copy the war room idea, but not understand what the purpose of the war room is. So if I jump to my war room real quick, here I can even show you. Let's see here. So the reason I have this war room is in part to be able to have a scene like this, where like I can chat, and we're not really in game. We're just like chatting, you know. But it was also because if you look at the space that my iPad takes up,
it's
I can show you here.
It's more in a square.
Yeah,
Yep.
so the shape of the iPad is such that you have this dead space otherwise. And so the purpose of the war room is to fill the space with something that's better than just like a static image. But a bunch of people copied it without understanding what they were copying, which was pretty funny. And so like it actually fulfills a purpose, which is
so go back to your
nice.
PC, because it's kind of fun watching you in Bizarro World. Because if you go back to your PC and you flip yourself,
yeah.
Now lift up your right hand.
Lift up my right hand.
That's your left hand.
Yeah, so I do have my camera transposed, so it's flipping it over. Yeah, that's definitely happening. Yep. That's because like my monitor's over here. And I point this way and it makes sense now, but like I wanted to make sure that when I'm looking at chat, it looks like I'm looking into the game rather than like out into nothingness. There's so much to this streaming stuff. It's actually shocking how much time goes into getting the setup right. And then there's like weeks where nothing goes wrong. And then there's like weeks where every single day you got to spend hours figuring out why the hell things aren't working. It's actually surprising like how simple and complicated it is at the same time. 2 legends here is kind of nice. I don't think I can refine yet. Can I refine? Let's give it a shot. Do I have enough materials?
You got 11 pick ones from those 2 tiered.
Yeah, it's a lot of pick ones. I'm probably close, but not quite there. Let's find out. No, I'm not quite there. We're so close. Yeah, 2 away. All right. We're on the doorstep, chat. 0 wasted patterns here. That's the goal. All right. We need 2 more. Counter back up. 2 more, baby. Come on. Okay, 1 more? It's 14 legends in total. Here we go. And not quite there. Up to 29 epics, though. I'm into that. I'll take it. Smash it again. Come on, baby. Let's go. Okay, 4 epics. I mean, I'll take it. Running out of spins here, actually. Come on. Please let me refine today. Oh, there's a 5 spot. All right.
Got it. Got it.
Got him. All right.
Question in the chat. Hey, is this a good event for free to play? And I would say, you know, along with more than gems, there's some other things to kind of prioritize. But if you're free to play and you have gems, this is probably the best value. Is that safe to say? The best value?
The thing you need to do to get your value as a free to play is every time this shows up, you have to spin a 10. You need to have enough gems to spin a 10. Because 10 spins for 5 choice fragments is really, really good. Plus, the gems on this event in and of themselves are just generally high value. So you take this bad boy to 10 every time it shows up, and I think you'll be surprised how much pattern diversity you have for things that you want. So yeah, I think this is a really good one to take to 10 all the time. And now it's time to craft, man. Actually, we're refining something today. It's happening. We got Chadski with me. How's it going? AB to Beast, what's good? For those that don't know War Daddy Chad, he joined us from 2070, last KvK, and had so much fun that he brought an entire alliance.
Brought everybody. 2080. You always get that.
Oh, 2080. Okay. Sorry, 2080. That's right. That's right. I'm off by 10. I don't know why.
No, it was good. It worked out really, really well. Go to our KP. We're pushing well over 300 billion on the KP. So we were able to bring pretty much all of our top players from 28. I think we migrated in 80.
There's a lot of people.
Players from 2080, and then we had about 35 other groups and players that were coming to 2080 that we recruited to 254, and they're big time players and they're a lot of fun. And they would have actually pushed us to Imperium in 2080, so we just brought them to 254, and then we filled it out with good players that were already here. And yeah, let's go. We're gonna try to hit 14 billion power before KvK, and we're gonna go zero ourselves. So let's go.
Yeah, dude, the kill points in this kingdom is really insane. So this is gonna be really fun. KvK is gonna be really nutty. Let's go refine. Let's go refine, baby.
You say, tell me as a whale, KvK3, what are the best commanders to go whaling on the account with? For whaling, Chiz, would you agree? Or get your Richard max, get your Constantine max, get your Saladin max, get your Alex max, even get your Khan max if you're going crazy whale, and go wreck in KvK3.
Yeah, for 3 commanders.
For
KvK3, what are the best commanders?
Yeah,
I feel like Tommy is actually the big one. That's the secret tag.
Tommy's got some long game to her, because you'll use her, you know, with her stack, you'll use her forever. Apparently, even if you are Baba level, do not spend on Edward ever.
Dude, Tommy apparently is a really good part of a rally and also part of a garrison. Like, I think Esong Tommy might be consensus best garrison somehow. It's weird, but Tommy's actually really good. I think Saladin holds a lot of longevity. Obviously, Alex does as well. Those are just generally good commanders. Alex Tommy is even good. Oh, I don't know if I'd pair them together. I'd believe it works, but KvK3 Season of Conquest commanders are enabled for Kingsland. I think they changed that.
It depends. We went through this, gosh, about, I don't know, a year ago. as far as a year ago was going, if you were in KvK 3, if the oldest kingdom in your Light versus Darkness KvK 3 hits 300 days, then all the kingdoms have access to SOC commanders to use. And what was crazy was we were at like 260 days. We were able to fight in Kingsland for 15 days at the end of KvK, and we could use all of our Guans and those of us who had jumped back with accounts. And then when we got out of SOC, or we got out of KvK, then they shut them down. We couldn't use them again until our kingdom hit 300 days. That's how that used to work. Up to
it was crazy times, man. They fixed that. I'm glad they fixed that.
Mm-hmm.
That was nutty. Let's refine this damn thing. Here we go. Let's get the song going. This is what I want. Here we go. We're gonna crank the volume up. We're gonna smash the refine button, chat. All right. Here we go.
Break a leg, buddy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Sofsky Shelby, thank you for letting me know they fixed that, because that was weird. It was just weird.
All right, chat. We're refining this thing.
I love you, man.
Okay, well. Well, that's really disappointing. Happy Friday, everybody. Pity likes on the stream, welcomed. Pity likes on the stream, welcomed. Oh my god, that's so bad. Plus 25. Oh, GG. Told tier, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll help you out with it.
Peace. Thank you for the super sticker. We're at chat. Thanks for the 10 gifted.
It's almost like the more you feel sorry for yourself, the more.
That was so bad. Plus 25 is such a dastardly outcome. The Huggy, thanks for the 5 gifted. Dingy Dingy, thanks for the 5 gifted. All right, we got a little gifting train going on, apparently. Sheesh. When Chisgule loses, you all win. Everybody gets gifted. Oh my god.
Hey, if I remember right, you still have that ring pattern, don't you?
Hey? Not on this account.
Oh, okay.
Not on my restart either. I don't think I have any ring patterns. I think I made it that nothing happened. It was also a bit of a rep. Yeah. There we go. All my patterns on screen.
Questions for how to enable membership gifting. Isn't there a certain way you got to do that within your YouTube?
Yeah, so you can tap on any of these gifts, and there'll be a little button that says, like, will you allow gifts? And you just say yes, and you're good. If you don't see it, you're probably good. Sasky, thank you for the super chat. Do I refine my helmet at 50% or build a new ring first? Rip special talent? So if you're rallying or garrisoning with that helmet, then I think you want to go for the crit. This is I think the KvK helmet, right? Like, the worst place you can be is with a partially refined item. That's like the absolute worst place to be. Because with a partially refined item, you get none of the benefit of having spent extra materials, but you have in fact spent extra materials. So you want to get that to refined and talented as fast as possible. But that, like, the worst place to be is materials committed to nothingness, partially refined. Oh, so you do need to be a member to gift memberships. That is also true. And I don't think you can do it on a mobile device. I guess that has to do with, like, app stores taking a portion of the cut. And Apple's like, now, or it's not Apple, it's Google. It's like, now we don't want you to be giving them a cut. So you have to do it on PC. It's a little weird. Well, okay, we go back to spinning then, I guess. GG. Need a lot more patterns now. No, I really need some 10 spots. How strong is 1647? I did ally them last KvK on my restart. They're strong. Their Canyon teams were really good, by the way. I mean, if that's any indication of their overall field strength, which I think it is. Their Canyon teams were really, really solid. Here we go. Come on. Now I'm like, okay, give me the patterns, and I'm not going to get any. 46 epics in total. That's actually a really good spin. 6 epics, speed ups, and resources. Yeah, after this, we can get a look at the Osiris League bets. We got to do that. 1 pattern piece is kind of not where I want to be on this. All right. All right.
Hey, buddy, I got to get going. Got some Zoom calls to get on. So enjoy your day.
Hey, everybody. Cheers, man. Thanks for dropping in, and thanks for the very generous gifts. Appreciate it.
You bet. You bet, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Take care, man. We'll chat soon. All right. Here we go. Last egg crack for the day. 3 epics. Not the worst. All right. On the day, 51 epics, 20 legends. Not bad. Not bad, all right? Let's go, what do you want to do, chat? Do we do the bets now? Is that what you want to do? I feel like bets are a good activity here. What's a good accessory for Guan Yu? Ringhorn. That's the jam. League bets. League bets. Look at this. NNAV versus JST. This is a tough one. I think NNAV is favored to win here. I'm going to earmark these with small denominations, but... And betting on JST is just too risky. Like, JST is really, 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 really good. But NNAV are the anniversary champions, and they beat 1v, so... I think the idea they lose here is... The Oryx would have to be a lot more skewed for JST to be a good bet. Also, this is just... It's 1v, man. Like, they're not losing. Okay? It's really unlikely they lose here. And 93T is good. They beat us, but they're... I don't think they're beat 1v quality good. Like, that's really high level. They have the opportunity in part because, like, they're not actually fighting in KvK. They're having a staring contest. So, they have a lot more troops than they might have otherwise. AB to Beast. Hey, welcome to the Honor Guard, man. Welcome. Good to have you here. It's funny because AB to Beast is one of the first dudes to give super generous super chats in my streams, by the way. Way back in the day. He was like if I remember correctly, the first dude to drop $100 super chat on me. I could be misremembering, but I don't think I am. How do you make your cursor look normal on PC? Honestly, I have no clue why it's looking normal versus the funky thing. Oh, there it is. It switched. Oh, it switched for me, but you can't see it. That's also super weird. I don't know. Song versus 1021. Song has got a lot of legacy here, but I would generally tend to think that 1021 is tough to beat. I think this match is the biggest toss-up in the bracket here as to who's going to win. I'm going to pick 1021, but I don't think it's necessarily a good place for Oryx. I think the good place for Oryx is actually TR. Like, I actually don't understand why people are voting for 56. Not that 56 is bad, but I think that people just look at these scores. People just look at these scores and they're kind of like, 56 is undefeated. They got more power. I think TR is underrated here, though. I think this could be a good way to win some Oryx. But there's no sure shot in this mix. There's no sure shot winner here. So, like, you might get a good winning because TR is underestimated, but I mean, I think this matchup is a lot closer to 50-50 than how it's represented in the Oryx. Now, from here, we could look at a few other realms because there's just not that much to look at. What's going on here, chat? Does anyone know what the hell's happening here? Like, why do people think Wib is going to win here? What do I not understand? I mean, I think we found our best bet in the mix here. Like 60MX is winning this. If they're the same team that they were last year, then 60MX is winning. I don't understand this. Yeah, like normally I put a placeholder in like 50s, but like, there you go. I don't know. Last year it was 60MX and 60GT in the finals, right? I actually can't believe there's an opportunity to win this many Oryx. So that's actually crazy. And like 60GT is winning this. 60GT is winning this. This is the group that we allied with in the past, 1647. Also, we fought against this group in the past. You may remember this KvK. We fought against Kingdom 2000. Deathstroke, aren't you in Kingdom 2000? A bunch of these folks were from 1039, which is a kingdom I was in back in the day. So I was in my original kingdom, then I went to the White Tigers in 1039, and then a bunch of people from 1039 went here. There's so much history in this game. It's actually insane. But I do think these guys are pretty nutty in 1647. So I think they get the W here. And then I don't really know these guys very well. I don't really know 1709. I don't really know 1945 all that well. I actually don't know who's winning this. It's really unclear to me. Oh, you left Kingdom 2000. Where did you go, Deathstroke? Quizja, hey, thank you for the 3 months. Should I give up the hope of new relics? Bro, relics are... I'm telling you, the formation system is on its way. It's probably going to be like Monday that we get formations. Maybe Tuesday. VH is your alliance? 89 GC is insane as well. I mean, I would put a small number of Oryx over here because the winnings are really good, but I don't know who's actually going to win. I really don't know why nobody's... Like, why this Oryx distribution looks like that. It's really confusing to me. I'm not saying Wib is a bad team. I'm just saying that, like, 60MX probably practices once a week against 60GT. So... let's go over here. I really don't know these teams. Let's get a look, though. This team no-showed and then showed up next week. Oh, it's so weird. That's so weird. I would never put Oryx on a team that no-shows in Arc. I would literally never do that. So this could be a really good bet, but a team that no-shows is like really unpredictable. It's so hard to say. This could be a really good bet, but then no-show just like really spooks me. We know 2244. We've allied with them in the past. I think that, I think it's reasonable to, like, in Wales we trust on this one and put your orcs on 2244. But I don't know that they're going to win. I don't have the intel on the other team. RR38 and DQ39. I don't know either of these teams. In this situation, I mean, I would put the Oryx on the team on the left here, just because the winnings are actually moderate if you do win, but I don't think we found, like, a super bet there. GV77, Glory of Vietnam, versus Fight Club Kingdom. I like what they did there, FCK. See what you did there. They did lose one game, but it was a nail biter here. This is kind of a... This was a no-show on the left. And then they got some good fights over here. Hard to say who's going to win here. GV77 wrecked you in the open field. They have insane open field. Yeah, so probably put a few orcs over here if you wanted. And then the final bracket here. So back. Okay. 88 VH, people are saying, is where you put your Oryx. They had a blowout. This is almost like a no-show, practically. This is a blowout as well. Yeah, I mean, they've had such decisive wins. It's actually hard to assess. I can see why you'd put your Oryx on 88 VH, but... Wow, everybody's all in on them. That's kind of nutty. It's like, this is almost a good situation to bet on the underdog team. You win so many Oryx. I'll tell you what Negan would do. Negan would have put his Oryx on 73 CG, because the winnings are so high. If you actually do win, even if you don't. It's not that big a deal. Okay, what's going on here? People were saying some stuff about Arvix, and this one's the leader's Lady Arvix. $89 CG is crazy. Oh, that's what Bingy Dingy was saying earlier. He's crazy. Mega Whale. Is that the dude who, like, buys up all the accounts? Is that who that is? 4 accounts at 100+ million power. Wow. And that's why the Oryx are so heavily in their favor. Okay. 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 Yeah, they're probably going to win. I mean, if they lose, you would get so many Oryx on this one. Like, Negan, without knowing anything about these teams, would just put, like, 1,000 Oryx on W678. And the Negan strategy there is he'll bet on all the underdogs and expect to net profit, even though most will lose. They practice weekly. Okay, they're probably winning. I am 45 and KvK 20. I don't really know these teams. Really decisive wins, though, for KvK 20. Jesus. I can see why everybody's putting their Oryx on them. Like, those aren't just wins. Those are clean wins. Very clean wins. Like, there's no question who's winning that. Yeah, we'll put the Oryx over here. You know, if you win a match by, like, 10K, it's like, yeah, I mean, you won, and you won by a good margin, but, you know, like, could have on a different day maybe gone a different way, but winning by, like, 40K every time is not coincidence. What are we looking at here? 748 Warriors versus 634 Vietnam No Mercy. Hard to say who's going to win this one. They're both lower on the power. all their matches are victories by roughly the same margins. I can see why this one's so even. Chat says 27-48 is insane. All right, well, we'll put the Oryx there, but I wouldn't bet on this match. It's too risky. There you go. I feel like the big place to put Oryx is right over here, man. Now, even with the Oryx I have, I'm pretty sure I can buy out the shop right now. Hey, Showcase, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the great daily content. I appreciate that. If you are enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor. Throw a like on here. Consider subscribing to the channel. You allied with them in your last KvK 3v5, and they took a 1v2 Imperium. Wow, and you won? Okay. Yeah, dude, 60MX. Look, I could be wrong here. But last I checked, like, 60MX is the #2 team for the Kingdom. And 60GT practices with them. So, like, 60MX has to be pretty good. Hey, Sean, what's up, dude? Did I put some Oryx on RR38? I don't know if I played that one correctly. Yes, I did, actually. Do you think RR38's getting a big win here? All right, you got sheep guidance on RR38 here. That's another good spot to put Oryx. People want to see the Eye for Talent. So remember, the Eye for Talent, you can pick... Oh, I need to use some speed ups and drop some Eye for Talent points here. You can pick any realm for Eye for Talent. So you should just pick 60GT. This is where your Eye for Talent should go every time. If you haven't been putting it here, you should start putting it here. This is your safest place to put Eye for Talent, right here. The Realm of Horus is like safe-ish to go 1v, but also there's too many good contenders. Whereas there's not as many good contenders in Realm of Anubis. I feel like your biggest threat is maybe 1647. Realm of Bastet? I have no clue who's getting this. Dude, everybody put their... Oh, man. Everybody put their coins on High Hopes. But as you may recall, my big Oryx this winning... my big Oryx winnings this season came betting against High Hopes. Their whole team migrated to 1960. So, that's a little bit of an issue there. That's yet another reason why the second team in 1960 should be really good. Do you see this Sobek Eye for Talents? Oh my god, look at this. They're all gone. Everybody got pwned. Look at Eye for Talents Realm of Sobek. High Hopes didn't fight last KvK and betrayed their allies? Oof. Yeah, 10 million of these coins down the drain. It's a bit of a GG. Ooh, training buff. Let's go. What good timing. What good timing. Just fire this up. I guess I should actually be training T5s and just speed them up. That's what I should be doing. Because I need to use some speed ups anyways to get some of those coins. Alright, we got a lot done today, man. I feel pretty good about this. We did some refining. We got some patterns. I feel good about this. AB to Beast, thank you for the one gifted. Let's go. drop that hype in the chat. Congratulations, Moosatu. Moosatu. What a name. Wait, it's Musatavo. I need glasses, chat. I actually think I need glasses. What's happening right now? No special talents? Of course I didn't get special talents. No, I got the big fat plus 25. Reading glasses. Over the counter. GG. You know you're getting old, Juan. Yeah, just getting old. Oh, no. Oh, no. Plus 25. I don't even know if I have the pattern to refine this. I do not. I do not. Even if I wanted to. Okay. From here, let's go to my restart. Oh, wait a minute. Gatherer's on the way home. 28 seconds. All right, I can chill 28 seconds. Chis, I'm soon entering KvK 4. Do I have any tips? Dude, don't get zeroed. I say it all the time, and then a ton of people always get zeroed. Salad and Mina's a fine combo. I mean, it gets very outpaced in the end game, but you got to start somewhere. You've been getting plus 25 on all your refines. Oh, that's gross. That's so gross. When's the new infantry wheel? So let's see. Next up for Mightiest Governor, we got archers cooking up, right? So after archers, we'll have leadership. And then cavalry and then infantry. It's going to be a while. I think like mid-December is when you would expect potentially to get new infantry commanders in the game. And also to get the infantry wheel back. It's going to be a long time. Ugh. That's a damn long time. All right, let's go gather something. Take it. Level 6 food node. When is more than gems? Maybe next weekend. That'd be nice. Dude, where are you all at with formations now? Let's make a poll. What's your headspace on formations here? Start a poll. Formations, ... I can't wait. Or I'm glad these are delayed. Or I forgot all about it. Where's your head at? I'm glad these are delayed. 51%. Uh-oh. You think they'll drop after OL? It does really kind of mess up. Mess up's not the right word. It does really change the dynamic of OL to have these drop mid Osiris League. I do feel a little iced out. You know, they were like, formations soon. And then they were like, formations pulled forward 2 days sooner, patches sooner. And then it's like, we waited a week, got nothing. And they're like, actually pulling formations from the visible quests. And it's like, okay, what's happening here? My hype cycle has been really messed with. We'll see here if I can't get some nodes that are on territory. Cheers, 007. Kiss my axe, dropping the Cortex hype. I don't know what Cortex is up to these days. Out of curiosity, how many of you have been playing Overwatch 2? Let's run a poll. I know Cortex was playing a bunch of Overwatch. AB to Beast is playing. New map with formations and all the grinding. I'm glad they waited. Too much new stuff at one time. Feels a lot. All right. Oh, is Champions of Olympia here? Oh, Champions is here. Hey. I do need to get my Champions games in. That's actually a thing. Overwatch 2 is fun. I actually haven't played it. I downloaded it, but haven't played it. You just did 2 Olympia games, and now you don't want to continue? You tried to send the whole video on Discord? You couldn't? Yeah, Discord is going to cut off files over a certain size. This is called Hidden Level by Nitro Fun. Overwatch League is almost done. Can we expect a Zenith during Christmas? Yeah, over New Year's, actually. Oh, please don't freeze. There we go. I would expect it to be New Year's, not Christmas. But I think that's a pretty reasonable expectation. Hit me up if you want to play Overwatch. Noted. How are you able to play 3 accounts and actually grind them? I could never. So I am a full-time content creator, which does afford me some flexibility. But it's pretty time-consuming. People are expecting the new theme to be infantry. 15% infantry defense was the latest guessing that I heard. Oh, yeah, Sean, you are right, though. We are really kind of due for, like, a leadership-y themed skin. And that happens every time at New Year's, actually. Right? I won my 5% skill damage theme during a New Year's event. That does sound right. You need a farm on that restart account? I do. I really do. What I really need is some materials, though. When we enter KvK, there's a lot of stuff I want to craft, but Ring of Doom is what I'm going to make. Cheers, AB to Beast. How many accounts do I have? I have a main, a restart, and a farm. And technically a Kingdom 2 account. My Kingdom 2 account's almost 40 million power now, and I'm, like, not trying to gain power either. I wonder what leadership city theme we could get for Zenith. Do you think they would do like a counterattack city theme? Or a normal attack city theme? That'd be kind of dope. Are you now officially a PC Master Race gaming channel? I don't think so. I don't think so. But for now, it's handy to play on PC. Once Call of Dragons comes out, I'm probably going to have to stop spending as much time, like, using my farm like an alt. My farm probably becomes more like just a statical farm. Just gather resources, call it a day. Make a vid showing off your streaming setup. I'm not gonna lie, my streaming room is like not very fancy, right? Like I got lights, I got a big ass green screen all through here. I got a standing desk, couple monitors. Like it's not fancy. And just a fat old mess of cables, man. 10% skill damage city theme? That would actually make me really triggered if they did that. They probably will at some point. 10% city theme for skill damage would be kind of nutty. Now I can actually see my marks, which is kind of cool. I couldn't earlier. You can't see my green screen. Ha ha ha. Oh my god. %8 skill damage taken reduction city theme. That wouldn't trigger me, and it would be pretty cool. That would be extremely popular. 8% skill damage taken reduction would definitely be a step up. Joan or Nevsky primary. I personally like using Joan primary for the skill damage taken reduction. But Nevsky might actually be more damage. I don't know that I'm really going for a Zenith city theme on my restart. Technically, I'm posturing like I might one day, but I don't think I ever will. I'm never train like until I drop more power. I can't train troops on this account. I have too much power on this account, in my opinion. So I'm not training troops. I mean, I'm like passively training, but I'm not speeding anything up. So I am accumulating speed ups, but like I use universals to heal on this account. So like, it's not like I'm rolling in speed ups on this account either. I mean, I feel like this account's in a nice state of equilibrium. The only tough spot is the resources. But my dead troop count's, in my opinion, a little low. It's a little low over here. Over here? 7 mil dead? I'm feeling like a pretty fluffy looking 96 mil power player. The only reason I get away with it is because I have 2 bill kill points now. Max of 5552 Skippy. You probably should max that. I'm at my highest power. Yeah. But that's in part because we didn't have a Kingsland fight. Your restart's bigger than me now. That's what I'm saying. I'm a little fluffy on this account. And the problem, if you look at my troops, I have too many archers. I have way too many archers. I would like to have more cavalry and infantry. I've just really not had a good way to kill archers. And I have way too many siege, but I'll kill off almost all of this in KvK. I do it every time, and then somehow I end up with too many siege again. But I do kill them all off, so there's that. You finally crossed the 80 mil marker. Let's go. Your restart is probably what the average mid-low spender has. Commanders in gear, I think they were a good reference. Although, I might actually be a... like, do we consider this account a mid-spending account? What qualifies as mid-spending? Like... I mean, I guess $1,200 a year is not a small amount of money. No, I haven't ever bought resources from another player. I'd have a lot more kills if I did. Why do you kill your siege in KvK? Siege is adding a lot of power, but not a lot of punch. So I try to get rid of my Siege in a Xeno YSS flag and kill them all off. Like, if this were an Imperium kingdom that was really, really lean, then everyone would have to delete all their Siege to do migrations. So I'd rather try to kill them in battle. The worst thing I could do is accumulate a ton of power in Siege. Ahmadi, hey, thank you for the 3 months. My Williams 5511. Yeah, you should take it to 5551. I think that's reasonable. Both Joan and William are good investments. You can't go wrong with either one. They're both so good. Between the two, I would consider just focusing your Joan. Not because the William isn't good, but because I think it's better to focus on a smaller number of commanders than it is to spread it out too much. But if you feel like you're not at risk of removing either of them from your ball anytime soon, then investing in both is fine. Yeah, but I do have some really good marches on this account. Right? Like some really, really good marches. Guan CJ, Trajan Ethel, Nevsky with, actually, I'm not using Guan CJ. No, I take it back. It's Guan Skippy. Guan Skippy. Trajan Ethel, Joan and Nevsky, Alex and CJ. That's what I'm running. Those two together. I could mix it up a little bit. I mean, I could do like Guan CJ and then Skippy Alex. That's debatable. Is it worth it to spend 30 times 900 gems on your wishing coins for the last 15 legendary sculptures and 10 blueprints? So on this account, I should be spending, like, we should spend these gems now. Let's just do this now. 1, 2, before I forget. We spin this. Woo! I got a sculpture out of it too. Let's go. That's a win. So this is a win. So that was a good choice on my part. But 30 times 900 gems, that's not going to get you the 10 blueprints. You're already at the 10 blueprints, right? You're going from 10 blueprints to the 15 gold heads. I mean, that is worth the gems right there. That's the easiest choice I have ever made. If you're, oh, you're at 58? I mean, if you're at 58, like, I think you should spend the gems to get to 60. Like, that to me feels like a no-brainer. What separates your main and your restart is the rally and garrison pairings. That's true. Yeah, I don't rally at all. And the gear you focus on. Where's the restart? Yeah. The beauty of, like, not being a rally leader garrison captain is I actually get to focus on my field stuff, which is pretty good. I mean, my field situation's really good. So that was a win. But okay. What's our gem cost here? So you want to spend 27,000 gems for 15 gold heads. Technically, that's better than VIP shop prices. Weirdly enough. Like, it's technically better than VIP shop. Right? In the VIP shop, you'd spend 40,000 gems for the same thing. And you get other rewards. It's probably not the worst. What I'll probably do tomorrow, I feel like I'm going to end up streaming tomorrow as well. And when I stream tomorrow, what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to buy maybe one or two of the $100 bundles. Get a few more of these coins. And I'll probably spin this to 90. I'll use some gems as well. Spin it to 90. Stonker, hey, thanks for the 5 gifted, man. How are you? I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen you in stream. Still rocking out those bombas, man? Mr. Fryan, hey, that's a name I recognize. Congratulations on your gifted membership. Let's go. Kaiser, what's up? Cracking on a diet, lol. I'll probably take this to 90 on the main account. Bombas are great. Let's go. Let's see where my farm is at. 100% free to play. Let's go look at my farm. I spent a little bit on my restart. I bought the $5 and the $10 bundle. On my farm, though, I haven't spent a penny. Let's see how far I got. You're at 70 now. So it's actually 90. It's not 100 that you need to go to. Be humble or get humbled. GG. Sage advice right there. One question I'll ask of you is like, do you really need gold heads right now? Because let me tell you, we got a taste of the formation system. And you might need a shitload of gems to go upgrade the building for formations. Right? The state forum. So just be really careful spending a lot of gems right now if you don't, you know, spend in the game and you're not getting gems back. Right? Like, just be really careful. You're from Real Mountains. Alright, poggers. How far did I get with this? I got to 35 out of 45. It's probably worth the gems. It's like definitely worth the gems to spend this more. Hold on. Purchase? I should spend gems on this, actually. I mean, I don't really need them on this account, so I don't know. I don't need any of that on this account, let's be real. Yeah, I do Ceroli Assault on my mini. I'm a freaking madman. But like 4,500 gems for 10 gold heads is actually just insane. People really slam this event because it's like obviously not as good as when you can do the 7k gem event, but it's not the worst, man. Like, it's not the worst. By the way, on this account, this is going to trigger some people. Let me get out of the way so you can see that more clearly. You can see why I stopped even buying the gem supply on this account. Like, what am I doing here? Yeah, I know. On my farm. I used to have a gem supply running on my farm. I still almost think it's a waste for me to not just run a gem supply on my farm all year long. I mean, it's $120 a year, but I play the account enough that I actually get a lot of value. Chat's losing it. So yeah, I should spend the gems here, you know? But did I finish the event even? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I got my 8 free ones over here. Tell Bunny to let me into 1254. You're about to get zeroed. Unfortunately, we're Imperium, so there's like no letting you in. There's not even a way. We couldn't let you in if we wanted to. All right, let's go spin some wishing coins. So let's do this thing. I mean, for a content creator, like $120 a year, just run it all year. I don't even need to like need the things I would get with the gems. I could just spend the gems recklessly and it'd be entertaining probably. I mean, given that Call of Dragons is coming out, I think it's highly unlikely I will ever convert this into like a proper alt that I'm really wailing on. 2 epic crates and a gold key. I'm actually crushing it on this account. Jeez. Okay, gold keys and the epics. That's maybe less exciting. All right, we take one more spin on this bad boy. Do the Ceroli Assault? Yeah, I already got all the coins from that, I think. Oh, look at that, a gold head. Look at, and you know the funny thing, chat? I know this triggers you every time I go look at my farm. But if you look at the gold heads I have on this account, it's actually kind of nutty. Let's go look at my gold heads on my farm. This is the real flex right here. This is the real flex. Oh, damn. That number is pretty good, too. 3,690 gold heads. Yeah, me too. I'm at the highest gold heads I've ever been at on my farm. It's so dumb. Oh, it's so dumb. It triggers people so much when they see that. Oh my god. Cheating. I've actually achieved the perfect number of gold heads. I don't want any more. 369. That's it. We did it, chat. Hey, Oscar, thank you for the 2 months. Start doing events in your farm for content. Well, I was gonna expertise a bunch of ranged commanders if they came into the game. But now it sounds like ranged commanders are not exactly what we're getting. It's very unclear to me. But if ranged commanders do land in game and like I need to have equipment or commanders to test them, bro, I will definitely throw my farm under the bus to figure out if they're any good. 100%. I'll just use my farm. We'll just use my farm and figure out if ranged commanders are any good, if that ever becomes a thing. We'll sort it out. It costs me literally nothing at this point to do that. So that's my game plan. I feel like it's good planning. So, you know, all coming to fruition. Gather up some resources on the farm as well. Farm is looking a little dry on resources, but the gold number is going up. That's good. Yeah, we could do Ceroli Assault on my farm. It's a little janky because my commanders are pretty janky, but whatever. My best commander pair, because I have equipment on my city garrison. Oh yeah, you also need to see my city garrison on my farm. Dude, this is my garrison. I have YSS expertise. And I put iconics. I actually made a vengeance. And I made a coin to really wreck people that swarm this thing. And I put iconics on them. I probably should make some more legendary gear, though. What's my resource assistance at? True. What is my resource? 31 billion. 31 billion resource assistance. My farm's been busy, bro. Russ, what's up, man? How are you? And more importantly, 18 million deads on my farm. Yeah, I should probably just max Theo on this account. But I already have Esong. Like, I mean, YSS Esong's not bad, but obviously the Theo's better. Chat wants you to get in voice. If you want, you can join voice, Ruz. I am in voice, chat. Welcome to join us. Can I come after migration opens? Oh, good. Ruz is here. You can chat with Ruz about this. I'm sure Ruz is very happy to chat with you. Joking aside, if you type migrate, !migrate in the chat, it'll give you a link to the migration Discord. Let me see if I can do that for you. There you go. It's going to be like 3 months before anybody can migrate to our kingdom, though. So you got to be in it for the long haul. It's going to be a while. join us, peasants. There we go, baby. Ruz says, don't join us if you're free to play. This guy. Ooh, gemmies. And resources. I should actually do this. Like, get some resources out of here. I kind of made the mistake of training on my farm last KvK because I thought it was going to be a harder KvK than it was. I think this time around, I would only train on my farm during Zenith of Power if we were losing... Or not Zenith of Power. I would only train on my farm during Eve of the Crusade if we're, like, losing the training stage. And it's really close. Because otherwise, I'm like... I mean, I did delete some troops on my farm to make our migration happen. So... I don't want to be training troops with speed ups on my farm and then deleting them on the back end of things at the end of KvK. That's pretty shitty. It wasn't that many, and it was Siege, so it's whatever. But still, there's like no reason to be deleting troops on my farm. Like, that's just dumb. Dumb on my part. Alright, is this other guy going to use the damage ability or what? I saw there was a healer with a damage ability. They haven't used it. I'm going to use mine. That's fine. Ooh, Rose is going to pop in voice. Let's go. Why is that glowing so much? Weird. Oh, dude, she got absolutely clapped. You're playing League? Let's go. Juan, cheers. Appreciate you. Woo, millions of resources. Let's go. Gold chest a day keeps the 0 away. Nice. We could donate to some Alliance tech. If you are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, throw a like on here, consider subscribing to the channel. Juan, thank you for the super chat, much appreciated. Show the speed ups on this account? Sure. I got a bunch of speeds on this account. Look at that. Sheesh. All right, we ready up. Ruz, get someone to accept my man into Abe, says Mr. P. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Looks like we have the damage buff already, so I'll drop a little heal. What's my next video about? Probably about some commanders that are better than you would think they are. Yeah, I'm using YSSYSG. It's the best I got on this account. It's true. YSS is the only commander on this account with equipment. This is true. I have like 800 legendary materials, but he's the only one that actually has equipment on. This is pretty funny. And it's not the worst. But it's not the best, that's for sure. Don't try this at home, chat. We win every time. Easy W's. Hey, Chisgule, how are you? I'm doing great. Look at that. Smash Squad in the chat. Let's go. So I think for tomorrow's stream, what we're probably going to do is do more Holy Knight's treasure. I'm probably going to buy the bundle for Esmeralda's Prayer, and we'll take that to like 90 or so, I think. You used all your gold heads on Martel on your farm account. That's not the worst. I mean, it's a farm account. Like, farm should have a defense. Like, that's reasonable. Did I go over the Q&A from the King of the Nile? I covered that sort of in my last video about King of the Nile matchmaking. How old is your main account versus your mini? My main is 1,502 days old. Jesus. And my farm is like 1,100 days old. So is my restart. It's like 1,100 days, in that range. I probably can just expertise Joan, but I'm going to pump the brakes until we're actually like entering KvK. That one video where you maxed YSS did really well. You should max Theo. Let's see how many views I got on the video where I maxed YSS for the second time on my farm. Protect your farm. There it is. I made a 26-minute video out of that? Jesus. Farm account defenses. I just maxed YSS question mark. That's the video. Analytics. It got viewed 25,000 times, man. That's actually pretty legit. It's actually pretty legit. Savage, thank you for the 3 months. Hey, Chisgule, should I craft a third ring? Or start to crit Cav sets? Yeah, you could craft a third ring. If you're not a rally leader garrison captain, you should make a ring. Yeah, Juan, I do anticipate we're getting infantry mid-December. Conquering commander and a field commander. Theodora goes burr. Yeah, dude, 25,000 views? But what did I talk about for 26 minutes? Why this matters, commander choices. Oh, equipment. I did a bunch of equipment and talent options too. Yeah, okay. And I talked about building upgrades you should do and other farm tips. That's cool. Yeah, a bunch of tips about the farm. It's not just doing the upgrade. That's why I could make such a long video about it. Just Justin's video was good? Yeah, dude, Justin's video popped off, man. People really like seeing Justin's video. 42,000 views just about for the stuff on Justin's video.
GG, man.
Oh, is that Ruz? I think I hear you, but you're quiet.
It's 4 a.m.
It's 4 a.m. What's up, dude? You're definitely really quiet. Like, more quiet than normal.
Oh.
There you go. That was better. You just had some exams, right? How'd it go?
I mean, did fine.
Cool.
Like, you know, I mean, I don't know. Did pretty easy.
Good.
Now I'm ready for
Now you're
next
just
KvK.
unwinding a little bit, getting some league.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does that exactly qualify as relaxing, or?
I mean, not really.
It's one of those love-hate games, right?
I mean, it's purely hate. Like,
Oh,
League players will tell
okay.
you not to download League. Yeah. How
Yeah,
many
ladder
KPs does it
climbing
take to join
games
your
can be
kingdom?
that way, though, man.
Yeah. But this is how many KP does it take to join your kingdom?
That's a fair question.
lot.
A lot is a good answer, though. If you have to ask, you don't have enough KP. Is that where you're at with that one?
Yeah. I mean, if you ask, then you don't have enough.
Yeah. I mean, joking aside, though, it depends on your power, right? That would be the real answer.
Power, age of account, everything like that.
Hey, Cortex is in the chat, too. What's up, man? You can pop in voice with us if you want. We're chilling for a little bit. I'm probably getting lunch soon, but not yet. Cortex probably wants to hear that I downloaded Overwatch 2, but I haven't installed it yet.
Overwatch, dude, Redline's been playing that. I haven't gone to play with him though.
Yeah, I saw him playing, and that was actually my motivation to finally download it. I was like, all right, I'll download it. He was like, come play with us, and I was like, I don't think I even have it downloaded. I was like, all right. Why would I want to hear that? Weren't you in Overwatch 2 a little bit? Is that you're over it already?
Yeah, because you sucked. Not you, Cortex.
Uh-oh. Mr. P, thank you for the super chat. I want to be accepted in Abe. Fix it, Ruz. And Juan, thank you for the super chat. 1.2 billion kill points. 1,300 consecutive days on the account. That is an old account.
That guy must be free to play. If you spend, then you need Jesus, sir.
When's the migration? Dude, we got like 3 months before we're doing a migration.
January
like we just
22nd.
finished a migration, so it's gonna be a while. My farm's in Desert KvK. It's a thing.
Yeah, even free to
Or not
play,
farm, my Kingdom 2 account. Nothing new in Kingdom 2. I always like to check. So many bundles. I gotta work on my city defenses on my Kingdom 2 account, actually. That's a thing I should do. Why do I have a marker here? Why is it showing me this?
Wait.
Can y'all just drop Imperium so I can get into your kingdom? Lol. Oh, look at this Kingsland. Dude, is this like a farm KvK that we're playing right now? Like, did everybody just agree not to fight?
I mean, it is desert. That's what you get.
Yeah, probably. It like really looks that way? I don't know.
Inferno, it's gonna be... Actually, it's not gonna be January. It's gonna be It's gonna be... Wait. It's gonna be February 5th. Yeah, it's gonna be February 5th. Oh, what's up, War Daddy?
Kingsland is so small. How does this even work? It's like a 5-flag Kingsland. What are you supposed to do here?
Hey, Cheesy Pants, do you want to play some Olympia?
Oh, that's
Oh, wait,
disgusting.
they're actually fighting. Hold on. You want to do Olympia? I could be down for some Olympia. Yeah, this is Desert KvK, Cortex.
That looks disgusting. Like, you actually have to walk.
It's like the smallest Kingsland of all time. I can't.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
Ruz, use your prodigy mind and figure that one out for us, will you?
Yeah, I'm not figuring that out. That looks... Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oscar says, please check R1 and SW. Very important.
Oh my
no.
god, it's an account, that name.
I'm gonna move over my gear real quick. We get set up for doing a
Kingdom
little
about to go to
bit
KvK
of
2.
champions.
1,400 more players. Bro. Wait, can you migrate back to pre-KvK 2 still? It's like 30 migrants, right?
Yeah. And they get almost entirely taken up by trolls that are under like 25 mil power.
Yeah.
Nibbleware, thank you for the super chat. Can you review my equipment and tell me what I should be working on? I'm torn between upgrading more legendary and doing accessories. Yeah, dude, drop some messages in Elite Guard chat. And I'll get a look at that when stream is over. We could look through there. For those that don't know, like, you're welcome to ask for coaching in my Discord server, discord.gg/Chisgule. If you're a member, there are specific chats that you have access to that I do look at pretty regularly. Toast, welcome to the Elite Guard. Let's go. It's Elite Guard or higher that has access to special chats in my Discord server.
Yeah, let's do your gear. I'm curious. I don't even know what it looks like anymore. Or
My
what-
gear?
Yeah.
My gear's pretty good. This is my champion's
Okay,
gear.
buddy. I'll be the judge of that.
You realize I have 2 crit cav sets, 2 crit inf sets, crit archer set. This is
That's
pretty
only
good.
5.
Although I'm no Miss Vic. Do you know how many crit sets Miss Vic has?
How many?
Well, yeah, I gotta
7.
make you guess first.
Yeah, what? 8?
Nope. More.
9?
More.
Why does Vic have like over 10 sets? What? Why?
Vic's got 10 sets, baby. I'm gonna make a video
Wait,
about
why?
it.
Like leadership? For each type?
1 leadership and then 3 of each troop type. So you can field
Wow.
whatever he wants.
Fair enough, honestly, but I don't see the point. I guess like future proofing for like new commanders, because you wouldn't want 3 of each unit type besides Cav.
Yeah, I mean, Vic
That's-
is obviously big whalen.
I mean,
So
Vic is. Vic
they
is
moved
GG,
it. They
but
had a plan. They moved in on the plan, and like now they have a lot of flexibility.
Doesn't Justin have 4 of each troop type?
He has 4 sets for each troop type, but I believe that Vic is like, I could be wrong, but I think Vic is 10 crit sets.
Yeah, and then Justin's
Yeah.
like 8.
Justin's got more sets, but they're not all crit yet.
He is a bit younger though. So.
His account's much younger. I am ready for champions. Would you want to do that,
All
Chatsky?
right. I am finishing up a game right now.
Okay, cool.
And we'll knock this thing out. We'll just throw it in SW chat. Here's the thing on those chats I put you in. Everybody got reset for the new season of Champions right now. So
Right.
you're probably going to be silver or copper. And so we just kind of work our way up to gold, and then we start hammering some of those big teams.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very nice.
Champions. What rank am I?
Gross.
Profile. Yeah, I'm brilliant silver currently.
Pretty good. Wait, does that mean I can play?
Yes. Play with us, Rose.
Alright, I'll play. Wait,
You
what,
wanna
what do I
play?
use?
Yeah.
What do I
Run
use?
your Osmond out there and play with us.
Oh,
Okay, so
Let's go.
Ruz, here's what you're gonna do.
oh boy. I can't
Ruz,
do
run
this.
your mix set and do your leadership buffs. Do the radiant light, and then do the
Oh my god,
third skill.
Chisgule, show me what gear I gotta use. Show me what you have on.
No, you're not running infantry. You're running leader. You're just running mixed.
What do you mean mixed? What
Like
gear do I put on?
one cav. Your 3 best marches. Run
Oh,
your 3
okay,
best
okay.
marches.
One cav, 1 inf, 1 archer. Okay.
And then you're gonna do leadership on your buffs, and you're gonna do radiant light. You're gonna do the rage generation. I forgot which one that was. Those are gonna be your second and third skills. And your job is to buff either Chisgule or me in whatever lane you're in.
Hold on. You said what? I use true leadership, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, what's the second one? Barrier, or ballad?
Ballad, I think it is. It's the one that gives 1 march. No. It gives 1 march like 5% of stats. So you buff that march.
No, none of them give 5% of stats for 1 march as a second skill.
All right. Okay, hold on. I will tell you right now.
Cortex
Easy
is
Pants?
saying you're a fluffer, Raz. That's your
That's
role.
the third one.
Yes. Good fluffer.
Okay, wait, what do I do for the second one?
This guy.
Yo, why do I have the
Okay.
free play roll?
It's not a free-to-play role, bro.
God damn.
You're going to run...
MVP.
the second skill, you're going to run Inspiring Ballad,
Okay.
and that's the rage. That's you buff whatever infantry march or infantry player you're going with.
Okay.
On the third skill, you run Guidance of Light.
Okay.
Now that's the key. That one you can hit right off the bat, right when it starts, and you hit it on, like if you and Chisgule are partnered together, you're going to hit it on Chisgule's CPO first, and then you're going to hit that when it refills on all of Chisgule's marches before your marches.
Okay.
And then when you get into the fight, whatever lane you're in, you're going to hit the rage right before the fight on you and Chisgule's team, and watch what happens. It gets buck wild.
What do I use on the last one? March speed?
I just use March speed. The one thing you can do that a lot of players like to do is on your main skill, basically your active skill, if you will. Shock and Awe is a good one. It silences for 7 seconds.
Oh, that sounds cancer. Holy. Let me use that one.
And then watch what happens.
Wait, 60% attack, 20% damage?
You're not worried about the damage. You're going to let the infantry do all the damage and kill everything. You're worried about
I'll go shock and
buffing.
This is a pretty good clinic, by the way, for those of you who are looking for a role other than full infantry on
It
Champions of
is.
Olympia.
This is the meta clinic. This is how you do it.
Helios, why are you awake? Aren't you Korean? Dude, it's like 1 a.m.
Is it at 4 a.m. for you?
Yeah, but I'm a degenerate, so...
Okay,
makes
okay.
sense.
We degenning
You know-
over here.
You know when he migrated... Okay, so first of all,
What's
when,
up,
when this guy
Asa?
was migrating in, he was so antsy. He was like, get me in, Ruz. I want to get in. It's getting late. And I like squeezed him at the very front of the 65 plus group. And then he comes in, and because I'm king with TR, he drops like 10 Call of the Ancients in a row. And I'm like, oh, he did the Korean thing. That was the first time I've ever seen it. It's like, Jesus, man.
Cheesy Pants, do you want to put it up, or you want me to put it up?
You can send out the invite. That's cool.
I will
Yeah,
put it up in SW if you guys are ready.
Yeah, I'm
If
ready.
you guys are silver, that's great. I am gold.
Wait, I'm not silver. I don't think I'm silver. Bro, I'm stone. Can I still play if
Oh,
I'm stone?
Chi.
Yeah, GG.
Wait,
Am I
wait,
not-
wait.
am
If
I
I send
not
the
playing?
invite, it could be okay though, right?
If you send the invite, you got to be copper, silver, or stone, or copper, silver, or gold. You can't play with Ruz. I can't play with Ruz.
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
You gotta
it takes
go-
2 seconds.
does
You
not
gotta
take
go
2
rank up, bro. Just go rank
Bro,
it up
I'm
a
not
little,
playing-
and then you can play with us.
I'm not ranking it up. Are you kidding me? I'm going back to League.
No, then you can play with us, man. That's gonna be fun.
Oh my god, how long is it going to take?
Not long, bro. At that league, you should just pwn noobs, right?
Jesus Christ.
And then
GG
you can play
Pants,
with us.
I
It'll be
would-
fun. Because honestly, like the buffing strategy is actually really insane. It's really strong.
Bro, you guys are tryhards.
We're not
Just
tryhards,
go-
man.
I'm-
I'm silver rank. You
You
can't be
guys are
tryhard in
silver and
silver.
gold.
Actually, you can be, but whatever.
Oh,
Chisgule, I will play the buffing role for you. I will fluff you.
if it takes hours, don't trust them. I was guessing that. Hold on, let me do...
Filthy end mains.
Okay, but there's no way I do... Oh, I gotta do Soroli. I'm making my priorities straight.
Chisgule, you're gonna love this because you are gonna get buffed with Trajan. I'm gonna run freaking Trajan. How do you like
Oh
them
my
apples?
god. Maybe next game I can launch. It sounds like Thuggy wants to play, but is locked out by rank.
Is Thuggy too high?
I don't know.
Thuggy's probably too high.
Well, he's a free-to-play, bro.
Says he's copper.
That copper he can play. Is it locking him out?
Discrimination is unreal.
I don't know.
I got some TSN guy in my Soroli.
We got our sheep though. Bah.
Bah. Wait, let me try to join it. See what happens. Damn. Oh, I'm in Soroli.
Chisgule, if I leave, can you repost? You will be the team leader.
Yeah, we could all leave and I can repost it. You
No,
want
no,
me
no,
to
no. You
repost
don't.
it?
You don't. No. You don't leave. Let me leave, and then you should be the team leader, and then you repost it and see if we can get Copper to join.
Okay.
Is there a rock site with lots of info on the game done right? Yeah, welcome to Chisgule's channel. If you want Belisarius and Osman guides, this is the place to be. Make sure to get those fast rune gathering talent trees, right? Only one
Thuggy,
place
are you able
find
to
them.
join now?
I'm even running William instead of Joan, just so I can buff all of you.
The best flopper.
He says
Oh,
no.
there's Teddy. Teddy can play.
Should we just redo the invite at this point?
Wait, hold on. I want to try doing. Bro, I'm literally a dev. I can get in here.
It says don't meet the requirements for Thuggy.
Ah, GG, man.
All right, so should I? Why don't I just reform the group then? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna kick.
Huzzah!
I'm gonna kick. Leave.
Brilliant silver, the glorious gold.
Invite. Invite. All right, let's try again.
What's up, guys?
Hey, is that Teddy Bear? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm back.
What's up, man?
Oh wait, it changed. Now it's. Oh no.
Still driving.
I joined.
I'm in Nashville now.
Nashville.
Yep.
I only know that because of Supernatural. Dude, I only know most like American states and cities from Supernatural.
Thuggy says
Teddy?
he can't join. GG.
Teddy, is your fiance driving? I can bow out. You guys can play.
What?
I
No,
guess
I've been driving by myself, Chad.
Drive safely. No playing. Champions of Olympia with us, Teddy.
Let me play Olympia while I drive. Hang on.
No. I'm gonna kick you out of the team.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not opening the game and driving.
Oh my god. All right, do we queue it
That'd
up
be
here
so
then?
bad.
We just do the three of us?
Hold on. Let me see if
What about your other account?
Peace can play. I can probably play with my other account.
You can't play two accounts at the same time, bro. And champions,
No,
that's
I
just
mean-
crazy.
I mean, I can leave because my other account's silver.
Yeah, if you swap it out with that one, you can play with Huggy.
Let me do that.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Copper.
Yeah, but you
Let
guys
me,
can't force back Olympia. You need 5. It needs to be 3 or 5.
Wait, so,
We're working on things.
Oh yeah.
so if you bring your other account, you're saying that
It'll
other
be
people
silver,
could join?
So now Copper can play. Yeah. Thuggy can
Oh.
Okay, well then.
All right, let's see how it goes.
play. Hold on.
Cortex join. Bro, Cortex doesn't even log in a game, let alone play Olympia.
Yeah.
Hasta,
Are you still
you join.
doing this?
Ruz, accept me in SW, please.
$10.
Or Sean.
Bah.
Okay. Cheesy Pants, will you
Is
host
Sean
again?
here?
Do I need to host a new one, or
I
can I use the one I was using?
No, you can use the one you're using.
All right. Invites incoming.
There we go. So now Thuggy should be able to join. Let me see if Peace can join.
There's a guy that's been driving in front of me for 5 minutes with his blinker on.
They're probably just listening to
Oh.
music real loud, you know?
It finally went out right when I said something.
Ooh.
Are you still streaming, Jess?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay. Somebody in chat from Nashville want to come for driving for me? I'll just pick you up and you can drive me to the rest of the way to Florida.
Still says no, says Thuggy. I probably got to remake the game.
Oh my gosh.
It says Valiant, Copper, or Glorious Gold can join us, though. Says you should be able to join.
Yeah, you might need
Like
to
right on the
reset
screen, it says that.
Yeah, but if you have a gold in your lobby, that means a bronze can't join. It's got to be one or the other.
So should we just queue it up, or what's our game plan here? Or if Thuggy makes it, can we all join? Is that the answer?
Yeah, Thuggy, you go make it.
All right, Thuggy, you make it. I'm kicking everybody out. We're going to join Thuggy's team. We'll figure it out eventually, chat. GG.
I believe in you guys.
Yeah.
The links that some of the high-end players go to.
Oh, I do not
to
meet
try
the
to join.
entry conditions.
I don't
I
either. Thuggy, you are stone. You're not copper.
You're
Poor Thuggy.
God dang it. All right, fine. I'll create
yeah,
another
I'll go
match. And
His
we
name
just
might
queue
be
with the
showing-
three of us.
His
Dude,
name
if
might be
Sean is
glitched
not
and
listening to
showing
this
his,
stream, he's got to be like, what the F is happening here?
his name
Like,
might be
if he's
glitched
not
and might be
listening,
showing
he's got to be like, what is happening? All right, I'm inviting. Let's go. Okay,
Maybe he was
GG.
copper last.
I'll run my main then. And I'll leave the alliance and go back to my hole with my other account.
We might have lost our sheep.
Because let's go through your DMs on stream.
You want to go through my DMs on screen?
Yeah. Like,
What could possibly go wrong?
not absolutely nothing. Let's go from the top, and then we'll go down. You have to actually click on them. You can't just scroll.
No, I'm not showing you all of my DMs, bro. So that's, you know.
Okay, we do like.
Oh, we got our sheep. All right, we're matching up. You ready, Chadski?
We're ready. Let's go.
We're going.
Oh, I saw
Autobots.
Saz. You definitely asked her for his canyon gear, didn't you?
Okay, cheesy pants. Here's what we're doing. I'm
Okay.
gonna buff your mark. You go top. I'm gonna buff your marches all the way to the top, and then I'll go middle with leadership and and work on the thief. You take over the top.
Best fluffer.
Do you want me to just stay top or push their starting?
No, actually, we can't do any of that because I didn't change my preset.
You didn't
so
change
I'm
your
running
preset.
I'm running infantry with no gear, so we'll go
GG.
top. Here we go.
Boggers. Van, are you joining us? Van?
There you go, Sean. Go to the middle.
Chadski, are you going to...
I'm gonna let you tank.
Yeah, true. Should I push to their starting, maybe? Oh, Ven didn't play
Yeah,
last season. She's copper. GG.
Yeah. Okay, let you tank. Here I come.
I think I just let him
you
go.
bet.
I'll just let you take this, and I'll take their starting. And they're going to get our starting.
Oh, no. They're gonna come back, and it's gonna get crazy.
He's a cav guy. You'll be fine.
Good job, Sean. Kill that thief.
Woo! We got vision, baby. They're going bot. They're going bot. Yeah, okay. Our person bot's going to get pwned. I got their starting. I feel like I could just stay at their starting.
Oh, here they come. Here they come.
I'm going
This is
down to the
actually
ship.
working out. Oh,
All right.
this is actually working out beautifully.
Yeah, we own all their spots. That can't be good for them.
I'm gonna try to get through this whole round with all zeros on my stats.
Oh, they're just ignoring you. GG. I'm all resurrected here. We should aspire for this to be one of those matches where we make them surrender.
Yes.
Oh, this Cav guy. He thinks he's getting away. But the reality is he's walking right into our trap. There's actually a couple of them. It's going to get interesting. Oh my god.
Get him, Sean. So some of the teams
Sheepghoul go burr. What?
Some of the teams that you play with will have 2 leadership that are buffing 2 infantries, and they'll hit shock and awe in sequence. So one will hit it, and after 7 seconds, the other one will hit it. So you can literally silence the other team for 14 seconds.
Nice. This guy was not paying attention. The fire thief is here.
I'm still sitting on this flag. All my skills are ready to go.
Possible I should have just gone to their starting. If I were doing this again, I probably would have just gone to their starting. I feel like by the time I get to this thief, I'm going to be pretty low impact. Are my troops just standing here? What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, they should have surrendered. It's like strictly incorrect. Oh, I just walk right past this guy and take the starting back? Okay. Oh, they found me. Or did they find me? Sort of figured it out.
You know that you got a couple of players on the other team that keep hitting reject.
Could be.
Upset.
Never surrender.
And if you notice, they changed it. The team that is getting beat, if it's a sizable lead, the fire thief will spawn on their side.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
The fire thief is down by their flag.
I mean, these guys got pretty smoked. It's actually closer than it looks.
You need to check out these stats.
Yeah, you doing crazy things?
Yeah.
I gained 2-star level. Let's go. Was I on a
got 2
winning
kills.
spree? I guess. That's interesting.
I think it determines sometimes, you know, who you're playing against. If you're playing maybe against some gold members, I don't know. I don't know how they do that. I got 2 kills, no deaths.
Let's go.
Where's Sean? Let's get him in here. On the
Our
voice.
sheep. We want our sheep in voice.
Oh, there he is. Hold on one. I'll be right back.
Okay. Should I be worried it's taking this long to find a match, chat? That's always very concerning. We're either going to get a team that we absolutely raffle stomp, or we're going to get stomped. Probably going to match against Hasta here. It's going to be GG's. Hey, Bangers, thank you. Just want to say thank you for making all these videos. Been watching your videos over the past couple of years, listening to your advice. Really helped me. That's awesome, dude. That's the goal, baby. That's the goal. We could confirm ski on this one. Oh, you're driving? All right, cool. Enjoy the soothing sounds of voice communications for Champions of Olympia. Let's go.
Okay. Our sheep is coming.
Bah.
Cheesy Pants, we go top.
Why are my controls not doing anything? Oh, God. Well, that worked.
Uh-oh.
Hello, game? Oh, my God.
Good.
I'm stuck. I gotta, like, force quit. I can do emojis. I can't move my screen. I'm stuck. I can zoom. What's happening here?
Sean, if you would like to get buffed, you can come top with me.
If I quit,
You're
can
on
I
the
rejoin
bottom.
the battle? Is
I
that a
am
thing?
bottom.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Cheesy
F it.
Pants.
Let's give it a try.
Oh,
Why is this guy running? This guy's gonna trigger me.
We're back. I'm in. Let's win. Oh, we're losing. GG. All right. Oh, just in time. The defense starting. Okay. It was all part of the plan. Woo!
Oh, there's quite a few bottom now as well.
All right. Defended successfully. Do I push their mid?
There's some bottom. If you, I don't know, probably dead at bottom anyway.
I mean, I kind of want to be dropping my reflective damage ability on cooldown, you know? All right, I'm taking their mid.
I'm bringing them to you, Cheesy Pants.
Okay. I'm gonna go push forward. I'm gonna take their starting. We need more points.
Gonna
Oh, they're
go
coming.
back to bottom.
Oh, where are they going? They're going to our starting. Okay, fine. So confused. We got Al Bundy over here. That's kind of funny. All right, they're going top. I'm gonna go take top. This is gonna be one of those ring around the rosy matches, I feel. Just running around like a bozo. They're gonna take our starting in a minute here.
Someone goes bottom, they're like really free. They got like 1 red health march there.
Yeah, they took our starting. I'm gonna go take their
I can
mid.
take us that in 1 sec.
This is definitely one of those ring around the rosy matches. You just go from point to point to point. Oh, I'm gonna wreck this guy
I
again.
think inventory with leadership matches. This is nice.
I'm here to save you, Sean.
Oh, where are you?
We need to take more of their points. I'm gonna let you capture this, Chadski. I'm gonna go take to their starting.
Okay, you go to the starting. I'll trigger them at the bottom. Here.
Oh, you got incoming, Chadski. I guess I'll help.
Get here. Let me buff us. Okay. Buff you. Okay.
He's going to our starting now, maybe. I'm gonna chase him, I guess. This guy's kind of lame. Can't take our starting. Unless that person kind of sucks. I don't know. Okay. Good thing I'm here. This could be awkward. Oh, don't run away. Fight me.
Where are they? Let's check mid.
This could be really awkward for me.
Oh no, we lost, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
They got to be
we're
flagged.
GG'd. I mean, it's close. It's close, but not close enough.
Blame that one on Cheesy Pants and his.
AFK at the beginning.
Oh, blame my disconnect at the start?
Yep.
True. I mean, that could have cost us like 800 points. I don't know.
I'm gonna jump up and watch a movie with the other guys, but I'll catch you guys later.
Oh, I hit match. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I hit cancel. I hit cancel. I think we're good.
Thank you. Catch you guys later. Have a good one.
Catch you later, dude. All right, Chadski, I got maybe a couple more in me here.
Nah, you're all good, bro. I've got all kinds of work I can get done, but let's do another one or two. And
I'm definitely gonna
Get
play
on the
more
streak.
tomorrow as well, I think, on stream. So if you're interested in that, I don't know what time I'm streaming yet. We got to check with the fam, see what we got going on for the day.
Whichever side you spawn to, we'll go to that side, either bottom or top, since we're playing with randos here. And of course, oh, now we're on Treasure Hill. There we go.
When's the next stream? Probably tomorrow. Timing to be determined. We got Holy Knight's Treasure. Maybe some KvK spectating, but I feel like 846 and 1093 are actually having a staring contest. And, yeah.
Chisgule, we will go bottom.
We go bot? All right. Do you want me to go to the flag on bot or cut to theirs?
Go to the flag and I'll send my Nevsky to the rune.
Okay, you want me to go enemy flag?
So we
Our
can
whole
do that.
team went bot. It's a little awkward.
What?
It's not entirely our whole team, actually. It's gonna work out. I'm kind of tempted to just go mid here, actually. I think I need to, or they're gonna get apple. I gotta go save our El Cid primary over here. This El Cidski needs a little help. Solomon, welcome to the Elite Guard. Great to have you here. Also, Nipple Bear, thank you for the super chat. You do a video on the best Olympia strat. Probably am qualified to put together a pretty decent video these days. I'm just cleaning these guys up in middle. The only strat I really know personally, I'm gonna let you take it because you got more speed than I do. I'm a big dumb imp flare. But yeah, I could probably put together a pretty decent video these days about what to do in Olympia. There are some things about this game mode that are really weird, though, like how troops are marching right now. It's like very weird. What is even happening here? Yeah, Chadski, that area is in trouble. I'm gonna come down toward you.
Let me hit this rune. Power everybody up. Chisgule, I will hit your buffs here.
Woo, they're melting. I'm melting too. Okay, I got melted.
Okay, I think we got the apple. We're good.
It's almost scored.
Now we scored it.
All right, there we go. All my marchers are going in 3 completely different directions. Love it. Let's send them all here, actually. Is this guy gonna fight me? Please do. I'll take it. Oh, this guy has no clue what he signed up for. Started that with 1 March. Okay, buddy. Got him. Rip calves. Yeah, it's big GG's.
The rune is very underrated in this setting. If you can get the rune when all your players, all your teammates are in battle, then you're going to just wreck everybody.
Boy, I got taunted. Doesn't even matter that I got taunted. My AoE is clapping. Oh my god. They can't be happy about that. Okay. We just keep going for it. I think this guy's gonna get me. Calves are paper for this game mode, chat says. I think calves can be fine. This guy thinks he can just walk right behind us. Bro, like I don't see you here. I got your number. Gotta pad my stats a little, try to get one more kill here. Boom. Okay. Nice. Got him.
GG.
GG.
You see the chat?
No, I didn't see it. Real Chisgule? I guess so. So play strong. And Chadski. Nice.
So play strong.
So play strong is what they said in the chat. That's funny.
All right, I'll let you off the hook, buddy. You can go hang out with
cool,
me.
Man. We'll do more tomorrow.
Thanks.
I mean, I got to get more games in.
Yes, good times. It'll be fun.
Nice. Hey, take care, man. Pleasure as always. Thanks again for the gifted. Really appreciate it. All right, Chadski's out. And on that note, chat, I think I'm going to go as well. It's time for me to get some lunch. If you had a good stream, do me a huge favor, throw a like on here, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow for some more of these shenanigans. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.